enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylon Lee's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Y'all, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this morning. Verizon is going through some changes, and child, I'm not just talking about cutoffs. Wait till you hear about this significant change in addition to the layoffs, all right? Alvin and the Chipmunks are making a comeback. Very excited about that. We all know that the movie with, oh my God, I think it was the guy that was I think it was Dave Lee or something like that. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was on the NBC series called My Name is Earl, right? So he was in the film. It was a great film, and it seems like they're trying to make a comeback. I'm here for it. We'll talk about that. The Boseman family has done a very big move to not only expand the legacy, but also give others a chance to be a part of the legacy as well. So shout out to the Boseman family. Cannot wait to tell you about what's going on with that. D23, we talked about the schedule, right? We talked about what's being sold at auction. But Disney is saying that this is the largest floor in the history of D23. Okay, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying, and that is what they're saying, right? So we will talk about that. Okay, so yes, indeed. There, the Emmys, the daytime Emmys, that is on the way. There's some big surprises in terms of the nominations, and I want to talk to you about that because there could be some major doors opening for some nominees for sure. We'll talk about that. Howard Stern allegedly wants to go down to 1 day a week. 1 day a week. 1 day a week. 1 day a week. It is quite interesting to me that that they would try to do 1 day a week. So we'll talk about that. Howard Stern and Robin and Fred and everybody over there, right? Cenat Streamer University is underway, but wait till you hear where exactly they are. It surprised me too. We'll talk about that. And finally, the March on Washington is happening in this decade, okay, of the 2020s. So we'll talk about that too. We got a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot to get through. Let's get to it because higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it out right. But whatever you do, the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen Moonves, and congratulations to Big Brother on hitting their 1,000th episode. What an accomplishment that is. And to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez, you are absolutely right on this channel right here. By the way, it's 11:11. Make a wish. A lot happens early. Hey, everybody. Good morning to you all. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. By the way, yes, I have my shirt on backwards, child. I was at the house, okay? Listen, some of y'all got your shirts on backwards. Y'all at the house, too, okay? When you're being lazy and doing what you want, doing this, that, and the third. But anyway, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We made to the end of another week round and made it through another week as well. So let's get to it. Let's talk about Verizon Wireless because, man, now listen, I'm not saying Verizon is going to go under, okay? Verizon is Verizon, okay? But when I saw this report, I had to bring it to you all live in real time, okay? Yes, indeed, here, because, child, I'm just like, what in the actual hell is going on? So check this out here from Reuters. Give it a moment, y'all. Gotta make sure it shows up here. StreamYard may play with me. Give me a moment. Now my eyes look like I'm asleep. Yep, it played with me. I figured as much. Yep, it's okay. Don't worry. We're going to get it on. Try that one more time. All right, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bring me the bacon, please. There we go. All right, awesome. From Reuters.com, U.S. wireless carrier Verizon to sell 274 stores. 274 stores and lay off another 500 corporate employees, okay? It came out yesterday, all right? So listen, when I saw this, I'm just like, wait, you're getting rid of 274 stores. Now, probably what Verizon is going to say is, well, these are underperforming stores. Here's the problem, right? Same thing happened with Pizza Hut. Where I live, literally where I work, there was like a Pizza Hut right in front of us, right? And so when that Pizza Hut shut down, it's like, what the hell? I mean, I could order pizza in less than 5 minutes. I think sometimes corporations forget those two things that I always tell y'all about: availability and accessibility. Availability and accessibility. Availability and accessibility. How available, right? How available you are, right? And how accessible you can make yourself for people to connect to you determines your rise or demise. So here we go. Let's get into it here. U.S. wireless carrier Verizon said on Thursday it will sell 274 company-owned retail locations and cut about 500 corporate jobs as a part of its restructuring. The move will affect about 3,000 retail and corporate employees. Verizon will own 1,000 stores after the sale. Effective August 16th, Verizon eliminated several hundred jobs in May after announcing in November that it was cutting more than 13,000 jobs in its largest single round of layoffs. Previously, about 70% of employees at retail locations that Verizon sold took jobs with the new companies operating the stores. Verizon says 6 large operators run most of Verizon's franchise stores. Verizon sent a note to its employees that it's working with franchise owners that operate 5,000 outlets to elevate the experience in every one of the locations because we know how important they are to our overall customer experience. As a part of its restructuring, Verizon sold 179 corporate-owned retail stores in November to franchise operators and closed 1 store. Verizon named Dan Schulman, a Verizon board member since 2018, as CEO in October. Okay, I mean, do they really do that though? Like, can you really be on board and then become a CEO like that? I mean, isn't there like a process of like, now for example, before I just got on tour with all of you, NBC just put out a job for vice president of unscripted entertainment at NBC, right? And normally that's not a job that is posted, okay? That's usually an industry job that, you know, you got to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody in order to get the gig, right? So it's not like Disney's going to post, hey, here's a job post and be the CEO of the Walt Disney Company. They're never going to do that, right? So I would think that Verizon will want to be a little bit more thorough than just a board member becoming CEO. But hey, maybe Dan Schulman has, you know, a background in telecommunications. We'll see. Verizon competes with AT&T and T-Mobile in the saturated U.S. telecoms market, where network providers have extended device subsidies, added plan discounts, and increased network infrastructure spending. Verizon said last month that it was aiming to attract customers by offering simpler plans, dropping activation and upgrade fees, unveiling a new loyalty program offering discounts and perks. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile agreed in May to form a joint venture to address coverage gaps, especially in rural areas of satellite-based technologies. Analysts suggest the venture could be a defense, as some have raised concerns about SpaceX's Starlink to eventually compete more directly with the U.S. wireless carriers. Now, that could be very well true, right? Sorry, y'all. That could be very well true, right? I remember when, who was it? Windows, they had Windows Phone, right? There was also the Fire Phone from Amazon, right? And of course, you know, Motorola really doesn't have a mobile kit. I mean, like I said, I have Motorola, right? But Motorola is an Android-based company that can be sold anywhere and everywhere, right? So that is the end of the article. So what do I truly think about this? I think that when Verizon bought Alltel, I think that was the start of the mashugana that we're in now. Okay, now y'all know I love me some Alltel. It was a national company, right? Based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. I did a whole live stream talking about Alltel by Bose, bringing Alltel back as a technology brand, right? And I will say this. I think that if I had Powerball and Mega Millions money, I would take those 274 locations and say Alltel is coming back. I would ask LG and Motorola if they could be the official, you know, phone companies for Alltel. I would bring Alltel back. I absolutely would. Or better yet, what you could do, right? Because everybody remembers Singular Wireless too, right? Mm-hmm. What is old can be new again, ladies and gentlemen. So 274 locations divided by 2. So let's just say that Singular Wireless has 137 locations and Alltel Wireless has 137 locations. Right? So I think having Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Alltel, and Singular, like it used to be back in the day, would actually be good for competition. I'm just keeping a buck with y'all. I think that when you only have 3 competitors, it's like, well, damn. I mean, my circle, you could choose 10 friends and and you can do unlimited calls and texts for as long as you wanted to, right? So Alltel pioneered a lot of things for the wireless industry, right? So that's just my take on it. So I think this could make for a possible Alltel comeback and Singular comeback. So that's my take on it. All right, y'all. More Brain Lee's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here and right now, because we got some things to talk about with Alvin and the Chipmunks, y'all. This came from the Wall Street Journal. This is an exclusive from the Wall Street Journal, but of course, as you guys know, with the Wall Street Journal, they have a paywall, so you gotta make it do what it do. But I got y'all. I got y'all, and I got y'all. Here we go. From Yahoo Finance, courtesy of the Wall Street Journal, Alvin and the Chipmunks, right, plan a reboot for the digital first generation. Here we go. There they are. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, right? So yes, indeed. There. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore are making a comeback with the world's smallest boy band being revived for a new generation. Listen, if the Jonas Brothers can make a comeback, why not Alvin and the Chipmunks, right? And no disrespect to the Jonas Brothers, they are Disney legends. I'm not just saying that because they're about to be Disney legends, but the Jonas Brothers, what they've done for Disney, they deserve lifetime access to all the Disney parks, because you're going from the 90s Disney, right, into the 2000s with social media and everything else. And the Jonas Brothers was really one of the first to really take in social media, right? So just want to give more credit is due, but also too, without Hannah Montana, without Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, without That's So Raven, and Stitch the series, and Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I know my Disney. House of Mouse. Without those shows, Disney would not be afloat either right now. So, Big Shot Pictures, the family entertainment company led by former Paramount co-chief executive Brian Roberts, has taken a 25% stake in the Alvin the Chipmunks franchise in partnership with Bagdastrian Productions, which owns the property. They are planning to roll out digital first short form content later this year and a theatrical film in late 2028. Robbins, who previously ran Nickelodeon, has overseen such hits as Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega and Paw Patrol launched Big Shot Pictures earlier this year. The company has also acquired the Eloise at the Plaza franchise. I believe Eloise is a book series, if I'm not mistaken, I believe. And now it's an anime series for popular YouTube creator iShowSpeed. Originally created in 1958, the Alvin the Chipmunks franchise followed the three singing chipmunk brothers, mischievous Alvin, intellectual Simon, and adorable Theodore, and their human father turned manager Dave. Throughout their nearly 70-year run, the Chipmunks have squeaked out 38 studio albums, ranked in more than $1 billion at the box office, and won 5 Grammys. I'm not mad at it. Okay, listen, $1 billion, 38 albums, and won 5 Grammys. They're more famous than Nicki Minaj. What? Are the Barbs upset? Are they pissed? Are their sensitivities hurt? I don't give a damn, ish. Facts are facts. Big Shot plans to reimagine the high-pitched crew for audiences that consume content overwhelmingly on digital-first platforms such as YouTube. Robbins expects the Chipmunks to appear on feeds almost like influencers, with clips and compilations of the trio reacting to cultural moments or singing their take on classic songs. It's all about having the Chipmunks really play into the zeitgeist and trying to live in real time with pop culture. Robbins said, if we had started maybe a few weeks ago, we would definitely have Alvin showing up to a certain big way at Madison Square Garden. Yes, Travis, Kelsey, and also Taylor Swift, of course, it's mentioned there. Said Ross Bagdastrian Jr., who owns Bagdastrian Productions with his wife, Janice Carmen. A theatrical film is also in the works with a planned release date in the second half of 2028, coincide with the Chipmunks' 70th anniversary. Big Shot has a first look theatrical distribution deal with Sony Pictures Entertainment. Bagdastrian's father, Ross Bagdastrian Sr., who went by the stage name Dave Seville, invented the musical trio in 1958 after speeding up his voice to achieve a higher pitch using a $200 tape recorder. He named his characters after the top executives at his record label, Liberty Records. When his father passed away in 1972, Bagdastrian Jr. inherited the franchise. He was 22 at the time. Imagine that, 22 years old, and you have one of the biggest intellectual properties of all time. My Lord Jesus. Still trying to figure out life his damn self. He and Carmen have maintained ownership of the intellectual property since recording the Chipmunks' iconic helium voices from a recording studio in their home. These characters are literally embedded in our DNA, Bagdastrian Jr. said. So there they are right there. Bagdastrian Productions licensed partial ownership of the Chipmunks in 1996 to the company, later known as Universal Studios, but sued in 2000 for breach of contract, claiming that the studio had failed to actively promote the characters. Bagdastrians won the suit and reclaimed full ownership of the franchise. Between 2007 and 2015, the trio starred in 4 movies featuring the computer-generated Chipmunks and bear punny titles like The Squeakquel, The Road Ship, and Chipwrecked. The live action films were distributed worldwide by 20th Century Fox. Carmen and Bagdastrian stepped back in to voice all 6 Chipmunks for the recent computer animated series Alvin and the Chipmunks, which had 8-year-old Nickelodeon from 2015 to 2023, the Critters got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2019 due to the centennial nature of the Chipmunks and the Rocky-like history. McMaster and Karma have held tight to intellectual property, keeping the rodents off the screen for more than a decade. We've really waited for the right place and the right person to bring our little grab bag of chipmunk goodies back to the public, said Baxter Jr. And this feels like the absolute. This for us feels like the absolute, the right thing. Now, with this said, if Disney was where it needed to be, oh my God, it would be game over. It really would for Disney. Disney would pick this up and do great things. But their parks are ish right now. Hello, BFP Imagineering has been trying to save them. Good damn. Universal Pictures, I wonder if they would be open to working with Universal Destinations and Resorts. Now, before y'all get on to me, Bray, you just said that they had a lawsuit with Universal Pictures. What makes you think they won't work with the theme parks? Okay, you know what? I'll just play this real quick, and then I'll be right back, okay? All right, here we go.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
So you mean to tell me that there can't be a film called Alvin and the Chipmunks Squeakcation? Well, you know what? They already used Squeak. Damn. I'm trying to think then. Since they already used Squeak, right? Ooh. Alvin the Chipmunks Hoopincation. You remember me? I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. Imagine a Alvin the Chipmunks hooping vacation, and they film it at Universal Orlando Resort. The Chipmunks are taking over the resort and everything. And, you know, Dave and his, I think he had like a girlfriend at the end of the movie. They finally are getting married in Orlando, and they're bringing family and friends, but it's like a crazy, you know, wedding/vacation comedy. There it is. And don't sit here and tell me that Universal Orlando will not take free promotion. Okay? You don't know the media game like I do. They would absolutely do that. And not to mention too, like we talked about Toon Lagoon so many times. I mean, how cool would it be if Alvin the Chipmunks took over Toon Lagoon? I'm just saying. And also too, right? You think about Toontown with Disney. Now, some people are saying that Simpsons Land's going away. Maybe Alvin the Chipmunks can, you know, do something there. You know what I mean? In that land, and, you know, go back through the movies and see if there's any, you know, restaurants and restaurants. I don't think they had any bars, but, you could do restaurants and dessert stands and all that type of stuff, and then you can probably make a brand new Alvin the Chipmunks ride at Universal. And don't you say Six Flags already tried to help Six Flags with the Sharpie collaboration. Goodyear. I even did one on my own with SeatGeek and Six Flags teaming up. And there's also a video game that I played around with and messed around and collaborated with Six Flags through ChatGPT. It was amazing. But Six Flags, I still believe, can be saved. They just have to want to be saved, right? But yeah, that's my take on Alvin the Chipmunks. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that. All right, y'all, let's get into it. More is coming your way right from this space right here, right now. Shout out to Afrotech. Yes, indeed. How Chadwick Boseman's brothers are redefining generational wealth for new family business. When I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I definitely got to bring this to y'all. I definitely have to bring this to y'all. So here we go. Let's get into it. Nearly 6 years. Oh my God, it's been 6 years, my Lord. After Chadwick Boseman's death, his family's continuing his legacy through Boseman Family LLC. Formed in the fall of 2025, the company isn't a traditional family business. Instead of opening a mom and pop shop, Boseman's older brothers, Kevin and Derek, are building a creative company rooted in storytelling, the arts, and community impact. What inspired it was, of course, Chad had his own company there, and there have been some offers that have come in to do work that is inspired by him. We sort of felt the best way to tackle business to partner with other businesses was to start a business. Kevin told Afrotech. Derek added, I always ask God to put people in my path that will move me or us in the direction that he would have us to go in. And I have a friend who has always wanted me to meet somebody for a project because I always told him no. The two people that I did talk to in the 4 or 5 year period, they didn't seem right, so I didn't want to deal with them. He continued, but then he wanted me to talk to these two ladies. I went to talk to them, and they became our management team. They've been very inspirational in everything that we've done. Sorry. Okay, there we go. A different approach to generational wealth. While many families build generational wealth through financial assets, the Boseman brothers are taking a different approach by creating a company that develops projects centered on storytelling while creating opportunities for artists, independent creators, and emerging voices in the entertainment industry. Across its projects, the company aims to approach its work with respect for the creative community while continuing with Chadwick's passion for storytelling, artistic expression, and cultural impact. There's a lot of family dynasties in entertainment, Kevin explained. Right now, everybody's talking about Michael Jackson, the Jacksons, but then you have the Wayans family. So many Black entertainment families who, the entire family is talented. We actually have an incredible talented family. Both of Derek's daughters are incredible singers. One of his sons is also a great singer, theater director, and actor. I, of course, have a background in theater and dance. And then the extended family also consists of photographers, musicians, filmmakers. And what we hope is that we will be able to all somehow create an ecosystem where we're all feeding off of each other's gifts and talents and supporting one another and creating together, and then also just generally supporting one another in our projects. Transforming grief into continued purpose. The official launch of Boseman Family LLC comes on the heels of a successful run of Chadwick's play Deep Azure, which made its United Kingdom premiere in Shakespeare's Globe in London. Derek, a longtime Tennessee resident, brings more than 30 years of ministry, mentorship, and community leadership. He said, one of the ways the family has navigated its grief since losing a younger brother is continuing to move forward. One of Chad's plays is in London with Shakespeare's Globe, but grief is such a tricky monster that it rises and it falls. And there are, of course, 5 stages of grief, but they don't come in any certain order, he stated. So in dealing with Chad, it's like you come in and almost in and out of grief over and over again because, one, we're dealing with it still. So in trying to keep his memory going, it also keeps our memories going. For every project we put our hands into, for a question that's being asked about him, it always brings back all these memories. Grief is an ongoing process. For Kevin, several projects over the years have helped him process his grief. In June of 2021, like 9 months after he passed away, I was invited to perform as a featured dancer with this organization called Dance Against Cancer, which I think they are celebrating maybe their 20th anniversary in New York City. That's amazing. They host an annual dance performance with all the stars of the big New York City dance companies. And that year, I was their spokesperson. He recounted. I got to speak about my own cancer journey, speak about Chad's cancer journey, and I also performed. So that was a wonderful opportunity to use my art to process grief. I also choreographed a play that highly featured cancer in it. Kevin added, I often choose work. Most of the work is something quite deep. Most of the work is about something quite deep, social or health issues. And so it was wonderful to use my own grief and my own experience to bring life to the work. For Kevin, seeing Chadwick's Deep Azure staged at Shakespeare's Globe has been especially meaningful. He recalled the period where his late brother wrote the play. After he left Howard University, moved to New York, he explained he lived with me for about 9 months. I was dancing for Alvin Ailey at the time. And when I found out he was moving to New York and he was looking for a place, I was like, why don't you just stay in my apartment? Because we toured about 6 months out of the year. I was on the road, so I was like, just stay in my apartment. It was wonderful to give him a soft landing place because, of course, I didn't charge him rent. It was already a playwright. He had written a couple of plays, but I think he started working on that play for sure when he was living with me. I remember him, talking about, I saw the original production of it in Chicago, was mesmerized and completely blown away by the structure because it's written in verse like Shakespeare. And to think then that I was kind of like my brother is a genius to write a modern play in verse, something I hadn't seen, but he was able to innovate verse and make it modern, add hip hop to it, like Hamilton, okay? And seeing that play, I've always wanted to have it more. I've always wanted it to have more life because I think that was the only main stage of the production of it. I've always envisioned it would be on a bigger stage, make it to Broadway. So when Shakespeare's Globe came to us, for me, it was no brainer that such a venerable institution would be the first place to do it after his death. What's next to commemorate what would have been Chadwick Boseman's 50th birthday? Ooh, on November 29th, 2026, the Boseman brothers were tight-lipped about what's to come. They revealed they continue to build projects they believe their brother will be proud of. He told us both separately to use his work and to use the work that he had done to move forward, to use it in our own lives. Derek concluded, I think he'll be proud. I think he'd be grateful. Fame was not something that Chad was looking for. Chad just really enjoyed doing the work. Fame came with that, but I think he would be proud of us. So shout out to Derek and also Derek and Kevin. Shout out to Derek and Kevin. Anytime that you are able to expand legacy to help others is a great blessing. Not everybody gets to do that in life, right? And there's only a select few that do. One of our slogans, right? One of our lyrics in the song is, we are here to lift up all and not just the selected few. And okay. Like I said to you before, it is truly a privilege, a great responsibility and honor that I get to do a show, that we get to do a show that can be so diverse, so dynamic, and just really celebrate what we can be and what is out here. We are more quick to talk about what is not out here than what is actually out here. So shout out to Boseman Family LLC. If Boseman Family LLC wanted to come to me and say, we want to produce Brainley's virtual tour, I would be extremely honored to work with them as them being my production company to produce the show for television. A great honor. And, I would hope Chadwick Boseman would be proud of Brainley's virtual tour. I would definitely, if Chadwick Boseman was still here, I would definitely have him come on as T'Challa, coming on, once a week on the Brainley's virtual tour. Hello from Wakanda. It is good to see you, Braylon. We would have definitely done that. on Friday Night Live. Of course, Chadwick wouldn't have been able to come out to Universal Orlando Resort every Friday, but he would definitely show up on the screen and, live from Wakanda. You know what I mean? So I'm shout out to Boseman Family LLC. I said nothing but light, love, and blessings to each and every employee. And if you remember the assignment, you stay on purpose, you will do just fine. All right. As we gather our tears, everybody, let's talk about some D23, child, because Disney really needs this promotion that I'm about to give them. Disney announces exclusive experiences coming to the largest show floor ever at D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. Okay, here we go. The Disney Princess Concert taking place during D23 Day at Disneyland Resort, announced as a kickoff to the weekend and World Princess Week. Well, there it is. I mean, could y'all not do a Disney Princess pageant where, you have one woman from every state and there it is, right? I think that would be cool. But hey, I'm what do I know though, right? I'm just a black man talking on social media on YouTube. The expanded show floor will play host to all the worlds of Disney with immersive walkthrough locations, interactive experiences, personal moments, and the return of Talent Central. Today, Disney unveiled details about what fans will experience on the show floor at D23, the ultimate Disney fan event presented by Visa. Now, if you're wondering why Visa, well, Disney and Visa have had debit cards and credit cards for a very long time. So, all new and fan favorite offerings will bring Disney's brands and franchises to life like never before across the largest show floor in D23 event history. Okay. I mean, I know when y'all put that trailer out of 2026 will be the biggest one yet. Y'all had to make sure it really was the biggest. So, good. Y'all are listening to me slowly but surely. These expanded, listen, you got to pat yourself on the back for the wins you can take. These expanded, immersive, and innovative experiences, along with unprecedented shopping opportunities and over 50 panels and shows, will be exclusively available to ticket holders during the Can't Miss event August 14th, 15th, and 16th at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California. By the way, Disneyland's right across the street. Okay. So yes, indeed. Disney also announced an unprecedented Disney's Princess Concert taking place during D23 Day at Disneyland Resort on Thursday, August 13th. The perfect kickoff to the weekend festivities and World Princess Week. Guests can accept a new mission at Marvel's TVA experience. So that is the I think that's like the timekeepers. You know what I mean? I think that's what that is. There, a new assignment. Swap stories with the filmmakers from the galaxy far, far away at the Lucas Film Pavilion. Celebrate Pixar's 40th anniversary. Wow. And travel into the worlds of Disney Plus and Hulu in the signature 4D theater. Beyond the marquee studios, fans can venture into the rarely seen vaults of the Walt Disney Archives, get a glimpse of the future of the parks with the Imagineering Horizons Pavilion, which they also said will be the biggest Imagineering Pavilion that they've ever done. So Disney is really pulling out all the stops this year. Not like they have a choice. Anyway, discover standout offerings from some of the brands, go face to face with the Magic Makers, who bring Disney stories to life across the company. Disney continues to create meaningful connections with artists of all ages, and the show floor will offer fans unprecedented opportunities to celebrate some beloved favorites, discover new adventures, and experience the magic in ways Disney can only offer. No one tells stories like D23, and this year we're bringing those stories to life on the largest show floor in D23 event history, said Michael Vargo, head of the official Disney fan club. The head of D23, the official Disney fan club. The show floor invites guests to explore, engage with, and celebrate the brands and franchises they have come to love through immersive activations, unforgettable moments, and one-of-a-kind offerings that bring them closer to the magic than ever before. Like I said before, it's kind of mind-boggling to me that y'all have never thought about doing live primetime coverage of D23. Yeah, I'm back. Hi, everybody. I was frozen for a minute. But it really does boggle my mind of if this is going to be the largest show floor in D23 history, wouldn't you think to do like live coverage, primetime coverage that is, on ABC? I would think that would be a thing, or at least, do live coverage on Disney Plus. But hey, child, what do I know though, right? I mean, yes, you guys do bring, live coverage on YouTube courtesy of Visa, but like, hello, do you not know if y'all said primetime live coverage a D23 starts at 8, 7 Central ABC? Do you not know how many people turn on the TV just to see it? Like I said, G4, they covered the Consumer Electronics Show live. They covered Comic-Con live, and they also covered E3 live. So, and there is the Mickey Ears D23 Day at Disneyland Resort. A kickoff celebration D23 Day at Disneyland Resort sets the stage for D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, officially kicking off the highly anticipated weekend on Thursday, August 13th. The celebration features a Disney Legends Cavalcade at Disneyland Park, a complimentary Mickey Mouse ear hat giveaway while supplies last, and a series of magical offerings designed to immerse the fans in the spirit of Disney storytelling from the very start. The day also features the return of the Disney Junior Let's Play party at Disney's California Adventure Park. By the way, Playhouse Disney always beats Disney Junior. I'm sorry. I know. Kids of this generation need their own version of Disney. Playhouse Disney was the thing, okay? All right, moving on. Shout out to Bear in the Big Blue House, yes indeed. Offering live entertainment, character experiences, and interactive activities for all guests, including preschoolers and their families. As the culmination to the day in anticipation of Royal Princess Week, a limited number of fans, may have the opportunity to experience live performance of Disney Princess. Okay. Ooh, sneezes get harder when you get older. Excuse me, y'all. Give me one moment, y'all. Give me one moment. My God. I swear, guys, sneezes get harder when you get older. They really, really do. Oh, okay, y'all. All right, I'm BACK. All right. A live performance of Disney Princess, the ultimate concert celebration at Disney's California Adventure Park. I'm going to assume that this would probably be in front of World of Color, because they had a little stage there when they kicked off the World of Color. So I'm sure it's probably going to be there. Or I think there's like a sound stage that's available for like renting out. So maybe that might happen there too, but we'll see. This spectacular performance brings together the largest gathering of Disney Princess talent ever assembled, celebrating the iconic stories across animation, live action, stage, and music. This one-of-a-kind concert will transform the night with dazzling lights, sweeping projections, and sky-high fountains. So it's going to be in front of the World Color, like I said, creating a truly immersive world where the music, magic, and legacy of Disney Princesses shine like never before. Visit Disneyland.com for more information. Let me see if it comes up here. Okay, so maybe it might be here. Let me see. Give me a moment, y'all. Entertainment. Okay, so right here, Paradise Gardens Park, with performances at 8:30 p.m. and 9:45 p.m. So Paradise Gardens Park. Yeah, it's gonna be at the World of Color. Like I said, I know my Disney. Damn it. Okay, so this is Paradise Gardens Park right here, y'all. So just to show y'all, so this right here is where the concert will be. So I'm sure that World of Color show is going to be amazing. Okay. Yes, indeed. There, attendance will be limited and may require some additional steps: a virtual queue confirmation, wristband, and valid admission for Disney California Adventure Park are required to participate in this experience. Show times are subject to change or cancellation without notice. But also, too, y'all should give people notice, right? Because they're taking time out to come see this thing, right? Fans can stream the concert on Disney Plus and watch it on Disney Channel, Freeform, and The Wonderful World of Disney on ABC on Sunday, August 16th. Or you could just broadcast it live. That's a thought, too, and simulcast it on Disney Channel, Freeform, and on ABC. But hey, you know, listen, y'all the smart ones, apparently. Spectacular show for experiences. The creative powerhouse studios of the Walt Disney Company will bring the best of Disney storytelling to the expanded show for offering fans a chance to immerse themselves in beloved films, shows, and streaming content. The Disney Plus Hulu experience brings streaming together like never before. The space features a signature 4D theater, collectible exclusive merchandise, a collectible mystery pin quest, and personalized subscription support, along with immersive photo opportunities inspired by Percy Jackson and the Olympians, FX's American Horror Story, Camp Rock 3, The Simpsons, Only Murders in the Building, Marvel Television's Vision Quest, and more. Marvel Studios will captivate guests on the show floor with an epic activation into our Marvel Studios TVA Experience Your Next Assignment. Fans will once again join the Time Variance Authority, the TVA, and step into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in an immersive walkthrough experience across different worlds, both familiar and new. They may throw in some Easter eggs about what's to come in the Marvel Universe, so, you know, of course, make sure that you can live stream that because, you know, sometimes you can't live stream experiences, you know what I mean? So we want to keep the intrigue and everything, which is probably why they haven't really broadcasted live on ABC. But like Disney, you're on ABC, just do it. Hell. The Lucasfilm Pavilion will return with an exciting array of photo ops, props, and costumes from current upcoming stories set in a galaxy far, far away. Guests will also have the opportunity to join fireside chats with the filmmaker teams behind some of their favorite Star Wars shows and movies. Fans can also be among the first to see Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian during a special screening at the Anaheim Convention Center, adding to the incredible Lucasfilm experiences fans will see throughout the event. Pixar Animation Studios and Walt Disney Animation Studios are also joining forces for a must-see animation experience on the show floor, inclusive of a special celebration of Pixar's 40th anniversary, arts demonstrations, autograph signs with some top filmmakers, fan giveaways, interactive displays featuring the latest films from these iconic animation studios, including the upcoming Disney's Hexed and Disney Animation's Frozen 3. In the words of a meme, why are we still here? Just to suffer? Anyway, as well as Disney and Pixar's Gato and Incredibles 3, making this pavilion one to visit again and again. Mundo Pixar, rather than the D23 experience presented by Disney Rewards Visa cards from Chase. I told you that's how the Visa tie-in comes in here. We'll bring a special preview of its globally touring immersive exhibition to the event, inviting guests to step inside some of their favorite Pixar stories, from unforgettable photo moments to a dedicated merchandise shop. Guests will experience life-size sets inspired by some of the studio's most beloved films. Inspired by the beauty of the Avatar films, the Avatar experience welcomes guests to journey through the fascinating wonders of Pandora, step into a lush bioluminescent world, experience an immersive 4D moment, and explore a gallery of film artistry that showcases the craftsmanship behind bringing the Na'vi culture in Pandora to life. And Josh DeMar is like, see, we had a reason for bringing Pandora to Like I was trying to say, as I get my words together here, like Josh Jamar was trying to say, Braylon, Phil, and Florence, there's a reason why we wanted to bring Pandora to California, you dumb ucks. It's not just a big blooming onion with water coming out the middle of it. We have D23 and we need Pandora there, so it makes sense. Moving on. At select times throughout the day, Bluey and Bingo will be available for foes in the Bluey movie booth. For real life reservations are required for a chance to meet Bluey and Bingo. Guests can also celebrate the new Simpsons movie in theaters September 3rd, 2027, with fun shareable photo moments to commemorate D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. Now, when the schedule came out of all the different events, I said, how cool would it be if they showed a sneak peek of the Simpsons 2 movie at D23. That can still happen, okay? So they're already having you, or they already making way for you to celebrate the new Simpsons movie. I'm sure there will be the preview at D23, right? Let's see, we got some more here. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. Then we'll play the video. The popular Disney Experience is returning to the event, bringing the magic of the Disney parks to the show floor for all ages to enjoy. In a time of unprecedented growth, Imagineering Horizons invites fans to explore their largest pavilion ever, showcasing the progress shaping Disney parks around the world. This exclusive experience gives an up-close look at the people, the process, and the possibilities brought to life by Imagineers. Additional fan favorites include an all-new exhibition from the Walt Disney Archives. Walt Disney Archives Uncrated will make its debut on the show floor, inviting intrepid fans to uncover an unforgettable journey into the vast and hidden warehouses of the Walt Disney Archives. Spaces previously reserved for access to Disney archivists alone. You also have the chance to explore themed displays featuring shipments of iconic props, costumes, and puppets from some beloved films, TV series, and theme parks, which spans generations of history at the Walt Disney Company. In advance of the Super Bowl on ESPN and ABC this season, fans can experience the thrill of a Super Bowl victory through ESPN's immersive We're Going to the Super Bowl activation, featuring photo opportunities, stadium-inspired environments, a cafe-filled victory celebration, and a digital and keepsake digital content, and giveaways, including an exclusive ESPN Super Bowl D23 pin. Oh, that's going to be amazing. The Disney Theatrical Group will spotlight its expanding portfolio of live experiences, from Broadway productions and arena tours to immersive experiences. Through a showcase featuring authentic sets, costumes, props, concept art, and dynamic video content, the experience will offer fans exclusive first looks at upcoming projects. So maybe some new shows coming to Broadway, some new tours, behind-the-scenes demonstrations, live presentations led by hosts, including Disney on Broadway star Ryan McCartan, provide insiders look at the creative process behind Disney's live entertainment. Now, for those of you who don't know, there are, tours going on right now where orchestras will play music as the movie is, playing. So you'll see the movie live, but the orchestra is playing the music live in real time in tandem with the movie. Now, if Disney starts a series like that, that's going to be cool. The Disney Volunteers Pavilion will invite attendees to lend a hand as honorary Disney volunteers in different projects, assembling 8,000 kits per day for a charitable organization. On Friday, August 14th, guests will build wish kits for children with upcoming Disney wishes in collaboration with Make-A-Wish. On Saturday, August 15th, fans will assemble welcome kits with military families with Blue Star families. And on Sunday, August 16th, attendees will put together Disney-themed activity kits for children in hospitals with the Starlight Children's Foundation. Participants will cap off the experience with a full opportunity as they exit the pavilion. That is beautiful there. The Disney Music Group booth will invite guests onto an interactive music-filled environment. A classic radio booth will host scheduled on-air appearances. Are we really doing this? Your music, your way, radio, Disney, really? Now, I played around with ChatGPT. I was like, what if Radio Disney could come back as a radio brand, right, for Disney fans, right? Where instead of playing kids music all the time, it is a radio brand talking about Disney 24/7, from D23, the movies, the theme parks, and everything else. That could be something, Disney, but you won't do that though. That's too smart of an idea. Y'all are allergic to being smart. Where some beloved Disney personalities from across the country will be joined for exclusive interviews tied to the event. Guests can step up to the mic to record their own Be Our Guest segments with select recordings eligible to be featured on the Disney Hits Sirius XM channel. I think Ernie D, BB Good, maybe some of the radio Disney DJs could, be a part of this, because I think that would be cool to honor that, right? A dedicated Disney concerts area will give guests an up-close look at costumes from the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide tour, while additional interactive moments include photo opportunities, prize pool giveaways, and exclusive offerings from Disney Music Emporium. And then finally, treat yourself to an immersive walkthrough or dance through Lights, Camera, Sparkle, presented by Disney Consumer Products, featuring photo opportunities across 2 exciting themes. Now, does this have anything to do with sparkle paper towels at all? I'm just asking a question, okay? This will happen across 2 exciting themes, one filled with unique Mickey and Friends and snack-inspired elements, while another inspired by Stitch and Angel's hit Glitter Glide music video. They have a music video called Glitter Glide? I had no idea. Whether you take a Snatastic selfie or the spotlight, there's photo fun for everyone. So that is everything that's going on with D23. Now, let's watch this. Here we go.
Hi, Disney fans. We're counting down to D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. This is your exclusive preview of what's to come. This is D23 Inside Disney. Michael, it is so exciting to join you here at Legends Plaza. Tell us everything about D23 this year.
So this is an extraordinary, one-of-a-kind, multi-day celebration where we bring the very best of Disney's storytelling, creativity, and innovation from across the entire company to our most passionate fans. And this year is unlike any other. We have the biggest show floor we've ever had. We have an incredible slate of panels and presentations throughout the weekend and evenings, of course. And if you love to shop, I think we have something for you as well.
It's like you could read my mind. How did you know that I was going to want to know that? Okay, so what's new this year?
Well, this year is the first time we've ever offered an afternoon ticket. So this is a value ticket that lets you come into the show floor at 4 o'clock and really experience all the things that D23 has to offer. We're going to bring the Disney Rewind concert to D23, the ultimate Disney fan event. This is the very best of Disney's 80s and 90s
wait a minute.
music.
First of all, shout out to the black woman. Hang on, let's see the face card. Hang on.
This is the
You see the body, okay? Body, yada, 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 yada. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. Let's keep going.
very best of Disney's 80s and 90s music. Now, we love Powerline, the Muses, Disney Afternoon, all of the nostalgia. It's all going to come to life on stage in this incredible musical performance.
I'm so excited. I'm going to already start studying up on all the music, by the way.
Right?
Okay, so what else?
Want me to share some more panels with you?
Please, I can't wait.
The Disney Experiences auction is making its way to D23 this year as well. This is actually a place where you can go and bid on some finds from Disney parks and resorts, and you can take home a little bit of the magic with you.
I can't wait. I'm going to have my paddle ready.
Also coming, I'm excited to announce a whole new world of Alan Menken. Disney songwriter, legend, composer, Alan Menken's going to make his way on stage in this incredible musical performance on Sunday evening. I can't wait for everyone to experience it. And that's just the beginning. There's going to be so much more happening on the afternoons and evenings. I can't wait for everyone to experience it.
We're so excited for all the fans to experience this. The magic, the legendary moments. Pretty perfect that we're here in Legends Plaza. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited, and I'll see you there.
We'll see you there. If you want to join in on the fun for D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, and the amazing panels you heard about today, head on over to D23.com to get your afternoon ticket. From all of us here at D23, we'll see you real soon.
Disney.
And hopefully in Anaheim.
Yes, it looks like D23 is going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. Speaking of media, let's talk about the Daytime Emmy Awards, right? They are on the way, and when I saw these nominations, I'm like, there's some interesting nominations here. So I want to talk about that with you all. So yeah, of course, as you guys know, the Emmys are still trying to figure out their TV home. We talked about that. I said that the primetime Emmys should be on ABC and they should be broadcasted live from the Dolby Theater, since the Academy was so smart to move from a theater that they built with a Canadian company that was literally created for the Oscars at $94 million. Instead of staying there and being smart, they decide they're going to take the part of the Peacock Theater and dump money into it, which is going to take longer to upgrade the theater, right? But the naming rights are ending this year, I believe. So, yeah. But still, the Best Picture winners will still be at the Dolby Theater, that wall, right? But like the Oscars are the Dolby Theater and the Dolby Theater are the Oscars, but they're not going to realize that until they screw themselves over with the first show when it comes to YouTube in 2029. But child, that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on here. The Daytime Emmy Awards, by the way, shout out to TV Insider. Daytime Emmy Awards 2026, Young and the Restless leads nominations. I can tell that they are a couple on Beyond the Gates there. I've been knowing about some of the storylines, but y'all, listen, there's been so much going on. Jesus. But listen to this, y'all. Here we go. The National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences announced the nominees for the 53rd Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, and Young and the Restless leads the pack with 18 nominations, including Best Daytime Drama, following the long-running CBS soap Beyond the Gates with 15 nominations. I want you to understand something. Beyond the Gates is the first black soap opera in a long time, since Generations, right? And they got 15 nominations. I'm going to say this so disrespectfully. I want them to get every single win. I want there to be so much chocolate and gold. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, moving on. General Hospital with 13 and Days of Our Lives with 8. Among the nominees are The Kelly Clarkson Show, which scored 11 nominations, and Sherry, both of which ended their runs and are gathering final honors as their swan song season. We are proud to honor the extraordinary talent and creative teams whose work continues to define and elevate daytime television, said Adam Sharp, president and CEO of Thanatos. As the daytime landscape evolves and new forms of storytelling emerge, we remain committed to recognizing the innovation happening across the industry. Each year, the Daytime Emmy Awards, celebrate the creativity, passion, and dedication that drive this vibrant community of storytellers, said Rachel Schwartz, head of the Daytime Emmy Awards. Congratulations to this year's nominees, whose work continues to inspire, to entertain, inspire, and connect with audiences every day. We look forward to celebrating their remarkable achievements in Hollywood this October. All right. The ceremony is set to take place on Friday, October 30th, in Hollywood. Now, that sounds like that would be a good time for maybe a family's weekend for the Daytime Emmys. I'm just saying, right? So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So you have a 4-day festival leading up to the Daytime Emmys. So here we go. Here are the full set of nominees below. Outstanding Daytime Drama Series, Beyond the Gates, CBS, Days of Our Lives, Peacock, General Hospital, ABC, Young and the Restless, CBS. Beyond the Gates for the win, damn it, okay? Outstanding lead performer of Daytime Drama Series, actress Stacey Huddock as Kristen Demura, Days of Our Lives, Carla Mosley, Day Dupree, Beyond the Gates, Michelle Stafford as Phyllis Summers, Young and the Restless, Heather Tom, Katie Logan, Bold and the Beautiful, Tamara Tooney as Anita Williams Dupree, Beyond the Gates, Carla and Tamara for the win. I want either one of those ladies to win. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, it's a great show. Outstanding lead performer in a Daytime Drama Series, Eric Braeden as Victor Newman, Young and the Restless, Steve Byrne as Jason Morgan, General Hospital, Scott Clifton as Liam Spencer, Bold and the Beautiful, Orson Kay as Ridge Forrester, Bold and the Beautiful, and Christian LeBlanc as Michael Baldwin, Young and the Restless. So it looks like it's either going to be somebody from Young and the Restless or Bold and the Beautiful for the win for that. Outstanding supportive performance in a daytime drama series, actress Lindsay Godfrey. Days of Our Lives, Peacock. Cameron Grimes, Young and the Rest of CBS. Beth Malin, Young and the Rest of CBS. Trisha Manning, Grant, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Amanda Stead, General Hospital, ABC. Trisha Manning Grant for the win. She is eating her role, okay? No crumbs, okay? Outstanding supportive performance in a daytime drama series, actor, Timon Kyle Dermott, Beyond the Gates for the win, okay? Mike Manning for the win as well, Beyond the Gates. But I read all the nominees, y'all. Sean Dominic, The Young and the Restless, CBS. Timon Kyle Dermott, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Michael Garazzi, Young and the Restless, CBS. Roger Howarth, Young and the Restless, CBS. Mike Manning, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Laura St. Victor Amoda, beautiful CBS. The good thing is somebody from CBS is winning, damn it. That is CBS the hell up, okay? It looks like somebody from CBS is going to win the daytime drama series actress thing there. Looks like somebody from CBS will win for actor. It looks like somebody from CBS is going to win from the actress role. And then right here, looks like CBS could win it here. So far is a CBS sweep here. Okay. All right, here. Let's keep going. Outstanding emerging talent in a daytime drama series. Braden Brunner, General Hospital. ABC, Al Carden, Days of Our Lives, Peacock. Alice Hazley, Days of Our Lives, Peacock. Giovanni Manza, General Hospital, ABC. Amber Michelle, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Ariel Petit, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Beyond the Gates for the win. Okay, all right. Outstanding guest performance in a daytime drama series. Jasmine Burke as June Hughes, Beyond the Gates, CBS. Jeff Colbert as Cyrus Renault, General Hospital, ABC. Eva Renew, Natalia Rogers Ramirez, General Hospital, ABC. Christopher Shaw as Paul Narta, Days of Our Lives, Peacock. And Ray Weiss as Aaron Ward, Young and the Rest of CBS. I'm going Beyond the Gates for the win, damn it. Beyond the Gates for everything. I want them to get all 15 wins, damn it. Hell, the rest of y'all will have y'all turn next time. All right, moving on. Outstanding daytime talk series. Third hour of today, NBC, The Drew Barrymore Show, CBS Media Ventures, Kelly Clarkson Show, NBC Universal Syndication Studios, Taped with Kelly and Mark, Disney Entertainment Distribution, Today with Jenna and Friends, NBC, and The View, ABC. You know, I'm going to be real with you. I think The View is going to win it. I know. Everybody's going to say, well, Kelly Clarkson deserves an Emmy. How many Emmys does she have? She wanted to be done with the damn talk show. She don't want to accept no damn Emmy. And like I said, I say taped with Kelly and Mark because they're not live, y'all. They tape all their shows, okay? They stop it. They used to do live as a live show, but they don't do that. Let's continue on here. Outstanding daytime talk show series host. Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, Lisa Ferris-Griffin, Sarah Haynes, Sonny Hosta, and Navarro The View, Kelly Clarkson, The Kelly Clarkson Show, Tamron Hall, Jennifer Hudson, The Jennifer Hudson Show, Sherry Shepherd, Sherry. You know what? I'm going to say Sherry Shepherd. I think that would really showcase to people that, hey, listen, real talent is real talent. Jennifer Hudson does not deserve an Emmy. She ain't no talk show host, damn it. Tamron Hall is more of a talk show host. She's a journalist. Hello, she has that foundation to have a talk show. Now I know what some of y'all gonna say. Well, The View, Anna Navarro's a political commentator. Sonny Hostin's a lawyer. Sarah Haynes, she worked at NBC with Hoda Kotb and Kathy Lee Gifford, right? So she definitely has the reins to, do a talk show. Not to mention too, let's not forget GMA 3 with Strahan and Sarah, and then Sarah, Strahan, and Kiki, right? Lisa Ferris-Griffin, I think, is a political commentator. Joy Behar, comedian, Whoopi Goldberg. She's been there for a very long time. So I would say they're more talk show hosts because they each have the capacity to hold their own in talking. Kelly Clarkson, child, her fame of being the first one of American Idol has fueled her for that show, okay? Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't a good show, but y'all remember when we did our report on there was like a investigation, right, about the Kelly Clarkson show, the behind the scenes of it all, and all that. And Alex Duda said, "Why aren't black people coming to see Kelly Clarkson?" Just saying. So, outstanding entertainment news series: Access Hollywood, NBC Universal, Syndication Studios, Entertainment Tonight, CBS Media Ventures, and Extra, Warner Brothers Television. There has been a tie before between Entertainment Tonight and Extra. I am going to say, right, Access Hollywood. Because if they become if they win the Emmy Award, do you not know how behind the eight ball NBC Universal is going to look? They're like, damn it, they won a daytime Emmy Award. Now we got to bring it back. We got an Emmy Award winning show that we canceled that could help the marketing budget for our company. We got to bring it back. So that's why I'm choosing Access Hollywood there. Outstanding culinary instructional series: Andrew Zimmerman's Wild Game Kitchen, outdoor channel. Be My Guest, Anna Garton. Delicious Miss Brown. I feel like that's a black show, actually. Let me see something. It is Delicious Miss Brown Food Network, Magnolia Table, at the Farm Magnolia Network, Patty's Mexican Table, PBS. Delicious Miss Brown for the win. I'm rooting for black people. Damn it. Okay, all right, moving on. A standing cultural series. Y'all saw the thumbnail. You know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here by now. America the Bountiful, PBS. Best ever review show, food review show, YouTube. Isn't that something? Now, I pitched the Content Creator Emmy Awards. Now, Adam Sharp, okay, you got my email address and everything for the Content Creator Emmy Awards, and also, too, the president of the Emmy Awards as well. Let me put some respect on his name as well. I want to give some respect. So yes, Terry O'Reilly, chairman of the Natas, and to Adam Sharp, y'all got my content information still. If y'all are down, I'm down. If y'all are down, I'm down. If y'all are down, I'm down. Okay, listen. Because sincerely, I believe it's only a matter of time, right? Before we make it do what it do, right? So, just saying. And also, too, yeah, this is some news right here. Give me a moment, y'all. Oh, hang on. Give me a moment. Okay, tonight's News Emmys, hosted by the National Academy for Television Arts and Sciences, marked a pivotal moment for the future of journalism. Congratulations to the next-gen news creators who have earned prestigious nominations. George Ramos, shout out to him, Telemundo, and also to Fusion. If you guys remember, Fusion was a network between ABC and Univision back in the day. George Ramos, outstanding news program in Spanish, outstanding journalist in Spanish language, and Johnny Harris for outstanding graphic design news. Their work represents a defining shift in the media landscape as viewers increasingly turn to YouTube as their hub for news. High caliber journalists are migrating to the platform to connect directly with their audience. The future of news is happening right here on YouTube. Now, whenever y'all are ready to do the Content Creator Emmy Awards on ABC, hosted by Braylon Lee and streaming live on Hulu, y'all call me, okay? Y'all got my contact information. Let's continue on. Fork and Hammer, American Public Television, Lucky Child, PBS, and Savor the City, TY. I'm going for Savor the City. on that one. Outstanding legal courtroom series. Caught in Providence, Deborah Mercury, Divorce Court, Fox, Justice for the People with Judge Million, Entertainment Studios, and Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. I'm going Divorce Court and Star Jones. She has done an excellent job. That is exactly where Star Jones needs to be. She goes down. Absolutely. I think they're filming a new season, if I'm not mistaken. Outstanding travel adventure program, Expedition Unknown, Discovery Channel, Long Way Home, Apple, The Lovely Lemurs of Madagascar. Solo travel with Tracy Ellis Ross. Lee, sorry, I meant to say Tracy Ellis Ross. The Lee was a slip of the tongue. Super Skilled with Eva Beck, National Geographic. I'm going to go with Tracy Ellis Ross. I think she deserves an Emmy. Absolutely. And Tracy Ellis Ross should be an EGOT winner. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. I think she absolutely should. Outstanding instructional how-to program. Asks This Old House, PBS, Fixer Upper. Last Magnolia, Fixer Upper, Colorado Mountain House, Magnolia Network. Hometown Takeover, HGTV. The Last Right Building the Final Home Design of America's Greatest Architect, Magnolia Network, and This Old House, PBS, and Roku. I'm going to say probably This Old House just for, brand purposes and how strong the brand is. That's just me, though. Outstanding lifestyle program, Different Breed, Ink Block Narratives, George to the Rescue with Love. Megan from Netflix, The Motherhood, Hallmark Channel, and Wizarding Paws by BYU TV. I'm probably going to say Netflix more than likely is probably going to win for that because it's Netflix, right? It's Netflix. Netflix has been dominating, right? Outstanding arts and popular culture program, Beyond the Gates, Welcome to the Neighborhood, Entertainment Tonight special, Off Script with the Hollywood Reporter, Hollywood Reporter IFC, I think that's Independent Film Channel, Variety, and CNN Actors on Actors, CNN Digital Variety Stewards, Actors on Actors, PBS, and Working in the Theater, American Theater Wing.org. If I had to say which one is going to win for industry's sake, I would probably say Actors on Actors. They have been making history with that series. But I am pulling for Beyond the Gates, the Entertainment Tonight, because Kevin Frazier and Cheryl Underwood, who is from Arkansas, by the way, they hosted that, so I would want them to win that. Absolutely. Outstanding daytime special. There's Shrek. Good old Shrek there. Critics' Choice second annual celebration of LGBTQIA plus cinema and television here TV. Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, Living Proof, Hulu, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Unleashing Hope, the Power of Service Dogs for Children with Autism, Hulu. Aww. Hulu, this is why you need to stay an independent platform within Disney. Because you put that content on Disney Plus is going to go shit. I'm telling you right now. That's supposed to be kids, family content. Hulu, adult content. ESPN sports content. I want Unleashing Hope, the Power of Service Dogs for Children with Autism for the win. I really do want that. But more than likely, it's probably going to be Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But still, you know what I mean. Okay, here we go. Outstanding daytime short program. Catalyst LinkedIn News, Glam Through the Ages, Key TV, that's Kiki Palmer's network, y'all. Most Sport Eater, The Path with Ryan Orosky in News, and Stand Up and Do So with Michael Jr., BYU TV. You know what? I'm going to say Glamming Through the Ages, Key TV Network, Kiki Palmer. I want Kiki Palmer to win that. Outstanding supportive performance in a daytime drama series actress, Lindsay Godfrey as Sarah Horton, Days of Our Lives Peacock. Cameron Grimes as Mariah Copeland, Young and the Restless, CBS. Beth Matalind as Tracy Abbott, Young and the Restless. Trisha Manning Grant as Leslie Thomas, Beyond the Gate. And Amanda Seton as Brooklyn Quartermain, General Hospital, ABC. Trisha Manning Grant for the win. I told y'all Beyond the Gates, I want them to win every single thing. Outstanding culinary host Carter Brown, Mr. Delicious Brown Food Network, Daniel Chang, Lucky Chow, PBS. Amina Garden be my guest in the Garden Food Network, Patty Ginge, Patty's Mexican Table, and then Andrew Zimmerman's Wild Game Kitchen Outdoor Channel. I want Carter Brown to win. Damn it, room for black people. Let's see here. Outstanding daytime personality, daily. Mona co-star Abby, Derek Huff, Terry Seymour. Extra, Warner Bros. TV. Cassie, Laura, Denny Dieto, Kevin Frazier, Rachel Smith, Nichelle Turner, Entertainment Tonight. Scott Evans, Zuri Harkett, Hoover, Mario Lopez, Access Hollywood, MC and Rose Syndication Studios, Star Jones, Record Javon, Divorce Court Fox. Damn. This one's hard, man. Would it be wrong to be a sale? How cool it would be if it was a 4-way tie? Now, of course, I want Access Hollywood to win because that means Scott Evans and Zuri Hall would get an Emmy, right? But also Mona Kolskar Adabi, who worked at ABC News, I believe she deserves an Emmy as well. So I'm pulling for Access Hollywood more. But if I had to say who could probably get it, just on industry's sake, I think probably Extra. Now, I do believe Extra should be at Universal Studios Hollywood instead of being in a studio where the floor is a dance floor. Bro, like, it's only a 30-minute show. Like, Derek Huff does a dance routine at the intro of every episode of Extra. Like, nobody asked for that. But anyway, and Star Jones, I believe that she will win for a court show for sure. Outstanding daytime personality, non-daily, Eva Zubek. Super skill, Eva Zubek. National Geographic, Joy Behar, Alyssa Ferris Griffin, Sarah Haynes, Sonny Hossa, Anna Navarro, The Weekend View on ABC. Derek Kappa, The Wizard of Pause, BYU TV. Gia De Laurentiis, Gia My Kitchen Prime Video. Kiki Palmer, Glamming Through the Ages, Key TV Network, Joseph Rosendo stepping out, PBS, and Joseph Rosendo Presents. I want Kiki Palmer to win that, absolutely. Outstanding writing team for a daytime drama series, Beyond the Gates, CBS, Bold and the Beautiful, CBS, Days of Our Lives, Peacock, General Hospital, ABC. Beyond the Gates for the win, thank you very much. Outstanding writing for a daytime nonfiction series, Ask This Old House, thank you, Roger Cook, PBS, Expedition Unknown, Searching for World War II's Lost Hero, Discovery Channel, Joseph Centerindos, Stepping Out Cuba, PBS, Joseph Rosando Presents, Lucky Chow Made in Taiwan, PBS, This Old House, Asherville Rebuilds, probably This Old House for sure. Outstanding directing team for a daytime drama series. I'm surprised that Beyond the Gates didn't get a nomination for this. But, you know, moving on. Days of Our Lives, Peacock, General Hospital, ABC, Young and the Restless. Oh my God, it's really bad outside. What the hell? It looks orange outside, y'all. Like I said, the wildfires that are happening in Canada. Prayers up to Canada. General Hospital, ABC, Young and the Restless, CBS. Outstanding director for a daytime. My prediction. I would probably say Young and the Restless just for legacy's sake. But I do believe Days of Our Lives deserves at least one Emmy because streaming is the future. So if that show wins an Emmy, it goes to show that daytime dramas can work on streaming, right? Yes, indeed there. Outstanding directing for daytime non-studio non-fiction series, A Different Breed. The season begins. Ink Black Neris, Let Frankie Cook, Pasta from Scratch, Taste Made, Samantha Brown's Places to Love, Crystal, Coastal, North Carolina. PBS, Super Skill with Eva Zubek, How I Survive a Trek Through the Desert Alone, and Wizard of Pause, Buster's New Kicks, BYU TV. So I'm probably going to say Samantha Brown on that one. I'm going to say Samantha Brown because she is a legend. And when the Travel Channel used to be about travel, not ghost stories, because Warner Bros. Discovery wanted to be lazy with themselves. Which, by the way, just can we talk for a minute? It is mind-boggling to me with all these travel content careers. They don't just give deals to these travel content careers and make the Travel Channel again. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, Samantha Brown for sure. Outstanding directing for a daytime studio nonfiction series, Craft Roundtables, editors IndieWire.com, The Drew Barrymore Show, episode 5127 CBS, Entertainment Tonight, episode 45.7 CBS, The Carol Clarkson Show, episode 5033, NBC and Russell Syndication Studios, Today with Jenna Friends, Hold Up Ration. You know, I wonder if that Entertainment Tonight episode was when they were live on location, because that is outstanding directing for daytime. I feel like that 5033rd episode may be the series finale. I'm probably going to go with Hoda Bration, more than likely. That's when Hoda had her last day. Outstanding music direction composition for a daytime program, Beyond the the Gates, episode 103, the third episode. Oh, the 103rd episode. Okay, my bad. Hell, misread that. CBS, Half Guitar Will Travel World, the Shit Sound, PBS Half Guitar Will Travel LLC, Kelly Clarkson, episode 5033, NBC, Let Frankie Cook get in the band back together. I wonder if that's Frankie Jonas, essentially. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, NBC Peacock. Beyond the Gates. I'm going for Beyond the Gates for the win. Yes, I am. Let's see here. Outstanding technical direction and video for a daytime program. Beyond the Gates, episode 104. Bold and the Beautiful, episode 9511, CBS. Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade. ABC, Jennifer Hudson Show, episode 4041. Warner Bros. Television and Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, NBC Peacock. I'm going to go Beyond the Gates, episode 104. By the way, in case you didn't know, come here. The Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade is filmed in November. It's not live. It used to be. I know Josh Jamal is like, you just shut up. Damn. Your existence is entertaining. I just keep it honest, Josh tomorrow. Moving on. Outstanding cinematography or camera work for a daytime production. Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, France, Made with Love, PBS, General Hospital episode 15,719 ABC, Long Way Home, Lost in Lapland, Apple Long Way Productions, Super Skill with Ava Subeck, They Climb in Skirts, I'm trying to keep up, National Geographic, and True South, Ocean Springs, Missouri, I believe, ESPN. I'm going to go with ESPN on this one, but also, too, I think that France Made with Love is probably more difficult than doing cinematography or camera work for the Disney Parks Christmas Day Parade. Because all you got to do, all right, guys, make sure the castle looks good. All right, snow is falling. People excited, and go. Now, that's not to reduce the work that they do. Y'all stop that. Y'all know without staff and crew, there ain't no Hollywood, okay? So get out your feelings. Outstanding editing for a daytime non-studio program, a different breed. The season begins. Expedition Unknown, the Great Pyramid Secrets revealed. Discovery Channel, King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch, Kichiwa, Netflix spokesperson, Omaha Productions, which is the Manning Brothers production company, Full Day Productions. Long Way Home, Deep with the Force, Apple, Wizard of Paws, Buster's New Kicks, BYU TV. I'm going to say King of Collectibles because you remember Pawn Stars or Hardcore Pawn. I think that probably has an energy for editing, like which, collectibles were the best. But also, too, Great Pyramid Secrets revealed, how you edit going through a pyramid and how you take complicated information and reduce it down to the most entertaining fashion as well. So, outstanding editing for a daytime studio program. Craft Roundtables, editors, Indie Wire, The Drew Barrymore Show, 5137, CBS Media Ventures, Extra at the Emmys, Warner Brother Television Group, Kelly Clarkson Show, episode 5033, NBC Universal Syndication Studios. Now, this is the daytime Emmys, right? Right? Of course, Extra at the Emmys would win. It's the Emmy Awards. That wouldn't make any sense for them not to win it. Outstanding sound mixing, sound editing for a pre-recorded daytime program. Bare Feet with Michaela Mazzulli, Wild Atlantic Way, North Ireland. Dream of Europe, London Part 1 with Abbey Road Studios, BBS. Expedition Unknown, Man in Lines of Kenya, Discovery Channel, Forever Young with Dr. Pablo Picard. Wheel of Age, NBC, Long Way Home, Lost in Lapland with Apple. I'm probably going to say Ireland for that one. Now, I know what y'all think. Man, why not Kenya? That could win too, but I'm saying Ireland because of the landscape. The landscape is usually very dense and dark, and you got to deal with color balancing and all the sound editing and stuff like that, so I believe for that one. But I also believe Man in Lines of Kenya could win it too. Outstanding sound mixing and editing for a live daytime program. Jennifer Hudson Show is taped. Okay. So is The Young and the Restless, Kelly Clarkson Show, The Bold and the Beautiful. So Bold and the Beautiful, episode 9658, CBS, The Jim Russell Show, episode 4039, Warner Bros. Television, Kelly Clarkson Show, 5007, NBC Universal Syndication Studios, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, NBC Peacock, Young and the Restless, episode 13,260, CBS. I will say Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for that one. Outstanding Line Direction for a Daytime Program, Beyond the Gate, episode 104, CBS. General Hospital, episode 15,624, ABC. Jim Hudson Show, episode 4010. Kelly Clarkson Show, episode 6169, NBC Universal Syndication Studios, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, NBC Peacock. John Baptiste and Cleveland Orchestra, bro, that would be amazing to go to. And that's, wow, okay. Timing is everything. I'm going for Beyond the Gates for the win. Yep, sure am. Outstanding art direction, set decoration, and scenic design for a daytime program. Kelly Clarkson Show, episode 5033, NBC Universal Syndication Studios, live Kelly and Mark. Episode, is that right? 250,414 episode. Wow. All right, now listen, I'm not mad at it. The View episode 6,280. Young and the Restless episode 13,145, and then Young and the Restless, CBS rather for the last one. Young and the Restless episode 13,244, CBS. I'm gonna say the View on that one. I'm gonna say the View. Outstanding costume design and styling for a daytime program. Jennifer Hudson episode 4140, NBC, Warner Bros. Television, Kelly Clarkson Show. NBC Universal Syndication Studios, episode 5033, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Peacock, NBC Peacock, Young and the Restless episode 13,149 CBS, and Young and the Restless 13,273 CBS. I'm gonna say Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on that one. I'm like, hello, costume design and styling for a program. That's a live event. Okay, all right. Outstanding hairstyling and makeup for a daytime program. Beyond the Gates, episode 103, CBS. General Hospital, episode 15,719, ABC. Kelly Clarkson Show, 5,033, MC Universal Syndication Studios. Young and the Restless, episode 13,273, CBS. Beyond the Gates for the win. Outstanding casting for a daytime program. Beyond the Gates, very beyond. Beyond the Gates, ABC. General Hospital, ABC. Young and the Restless, CBS. Beyond the Gates for the win. Thank you very much. Outstanding main talent graphic design for a daytime program. Drew Barrymore Show, CBS Media Ventures, Kelly Clarkson Show, NBC Universal Syndication Studios, and Tamron Hall, Disney Entertainment Distribution. I'm going to say Tamron Hall. So that will be happening in the daytime Emmys on October 30th, streaming live on the official National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, watch.theemmys.tv, and via the Emmys app. All right. All right, those are all of the nominations. All right, let's talk about some Howard Stern, everybody. My Lord Jesus, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Let me see here. Sorry, I'll give you a moment. I'm just trying to see something here. Hopefully your Friday is going well, everybody. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Very, 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 very good. I will look at that. Let's do there. All right. Let me pull this up. Okay. All right. Got all that together now. Let's talk about some Howard Stern, everybody, because my Lord, there's a lot going on with him. So as you guys know, he has been at SiriusXM for many years, right? This comes to us from page 6, everybody. Okay, here we go. And this is exclusive, okay? So you ain't gonna really see this nowhere else, but take everything with a grain of salt. Now, Howard Stern was with WNBC for a while. And then, he moved to CBS Radio. He worked at K-Rock in California, everywhere else. And he was on the E Network, right? So he was on the E Network. And then he got fed up with the FCC fining him and telling him what he should and should not say. So at the time, it was, I believe, Sirius Satellite Radio was separate from XM Satellite Radio, right? So they were two separate companies back in the day. I think it was Sirius that he was on. And so Sirius said, hey, why don't you come over here? We'll give you your own studio, your own staff, nobody will bother you, all that stuff, right? So check this out here. Howard Stern lays off a dozen staffers and preparing to drop to one new show a week, allegedly, okay? Radio Tata, Howard Stern has allegedly laid off around a dozen staffers from his SiriusXM show, page 6 years, because he's preparing to drop just one new show a week after Labor Day. After months of speculation about his future on air, the Radio Times has signed a new contract in December last year that said would give him more flexibility, right? There he is at WNBC. Yes, indeed, there. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. Per our sources, staffers received the news over Zoom on Monday. During the call, they were told that Stern plans to cut back to a single show per week after he returned from studio break. We're told Stern kept a core team of veteran producers, but he just doesn't need that much content anymore. The rest of the airtime is expected to be filled with tape from his vast archive. It's unclear how much the December deal was for, but his previous 5-year contract was worth a staggering $500 million. We're told staffers were sent home immediately after the call. Ooh, man, can you imagine that? You work for Howard Stern or you work for a company all these years and you're fired on a call. I mean, good damn. And received severance packages according to how long they've been with the network. Man. Stern caused a frenzy last year when he announced to his staff on Labor Day evening that he went back on the air as expected after the holiday, the Daily Mail report at the time. He reportedly skipped the episodes out of frustration with contract negotiations. When he did re-up for another 3 years in December, he said on the show, I'm happy to announce that I figured out a way to have it all. There is Robin Quivers there and Howard Stern there at a live event there. So more free time and continuing to be on the radio, he added saying his new contract will give him more flexibility. I do like my days off. You know me, I'm never bored. I'm busy every minute. Shortly after the deal was Amy Stern's wife, Beth Stern, said on Andy Cohen's Sirius show, Radio Andy on Sirius XM, I think his new schedule is working out really well for him. So there's Odell Beckham right there. I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna say it's Beyonce, but it's some black celebrity. I don't know. I mean, I think that is. I was going to say Alvin Sandler, but I know at least that's Odell Beckham child. Let's see here. I feel that's very good for him to continue. He still enjoys doing it all. He's still, I think, very good at it. I think it keeps him connected. She said, added that it gives her husband, 72 years old, outlet to share his thoughts. Stern first went on the air in 1977. He pioneered the shock jock formula and went on to become one of the sharpest interviewers of A-list talent to ever work the airways. He joined the Satellite Radio series in 2006, a landmark deal in the broadcasting world. Reps for series did not immediately respond to Page 6 request for comment. Now, like I said to y'all, the deal was for $500 million, right? Why in the world am I going to pay somebody $500 million to work 1 day a week? That's ridiculous as a company. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way in hell, right? Now, he's been on the air since 1997, right? So let's see. From 1997 to 2026 is how many years? I think it's 1977. From 1977 to 2026 is how many years? So he's been on the air for 50 years, essentially, 49 years, right? So 2027 will be his 50th year. With 50 years of content, I think he's good. He can go down to 1 day a week. The problem is what the Sirius want to do about it. They want to pay him $500 million a year to only work 1 day a year. That's the question. Ooh, my God. Okay, so here is some more intel here, okay? My God, today that's the thing, working 1 day a week. My God. Oh man, 1 day a week. That would be like me doing Brainley's virtual tour 1 day a week. Now, I did a radio show called Dr. B's Crib almost live on Black School Radio, where I was on, I think I was on what? I was on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those were my days. Now, of course, I wasn't doing it 5 days a week, but every semester you would get your time slot of when you were going to be on, right? And you will be on once a week. So here is this here. The stat. Now, this is also exclusive from Page 6. The staggering amount. This came out July 15th. Okay, so this is a new article. Staggering amount Howard Stern makes per minute despite cutting radio shows and laying off employees. The staggering amount Howard Stern makes per minute despite cutting radio shows and laying off employees. Now, this is all legend. I don't know his bank account, okay? I'm just reading information here, okay? All right. So, Howard Stern will still be earning a hefty paycheck despite cutting down his SiriusXM show to one episode a week and laying off employees. The radio tie-in renewed his contract with SiriusXM for the Howard Stern show, a 3-year deal in December 2025, though the amount for his current contract hasn't been disclosed. He's coming off an eye-popping $500 million year over 5 years, right? So basically $100 million a year, right? Going off of Stern's previous yearly salary of $100 million a year, his 4 hours a week radio show, he is earning roughly $8,000 per minute. $8,000 a minute. $8,000 a minute, right? Let me see something. How many minutes equal to 4 hours? So 240 minutes, right? Let's do $8,000 times 240 minutes. So that's $1,920,000 a day, right? So he makes about $4 million a week. Good damn. However, Stern is likely making more a minute as radio personality takes a lengthy summer break every season in addition to other vacations throughout the year. And usually on terrestrial radio, you usually work through the summer, you know what I mean? Like if I did the Brainley morning show, right? I love working so much, especially what I do. I don't mind working Monday through Friday. I really don't. It'll give me something to do. I'm getting paid for it, and I'm getting to connect with people. But let's just say that would be like the Brainley Morning Show working from August all the way to May, right? So from August of this year all the way to next May, and then we take a summer break, and then we come back in the fall, right? But and I remember this because Wendy Williams, she wanted to work all year, right? Because there was hot topics all year. But in the union, you have to have at least one summer. You have to have at least 1 month off. So that's why, shows like The View, shows like Wendy Williams, Sherry Shepherd, they will work all the way to July, and then they'll be off for the whole month of August. The astounded projected earnings come on the heels of Page Six exclusively reporting that Stern will cut back to a single show a week from 3. So he used to do 4 shows a week, then he cut down to 3. Now he's cutting down to 1. We also report that around a dozen staffers from his SiriusXM show were let go over Zoom on Monday. Man. We're told staffers were sent home immediately after the call and received severance packages based on how long they've been with the network. Stern did keep a team of veteran producers because he just doesn't need that much content anymore. The remainder of airtime will be filled with tape from his archive. Stern cost a pant last year when he announced to his staff last Labor Day evening that he wouldn't be back on the air as expected. He reportedly skipped out episodes due to frustration over contract negotiations. When he did re-up for another 3 years in December, he said on a show, "I'm happy to announce that I figured out a way to have it all. More time and continuing to be on the radio," he added, explaining the new contract will give him more flexibility. "I do like my days off. You know me, I'm never bored. I'm busy every minute." Stern inked his first deal with SiriusXM satellite radio in 2004 and net him $500 million over 5 years. Right? So the contract reportedly included production, staff, and stock awards. He's been on the airways since the 70s, for most of that time alongside Robin Quivers. He sued Sirius in 2011, claiming they had reneged on paying him stock awards tied to subscriber growth. The spokesperson for Sirius did not reply to a request for comment. So here's another thing too, right, with this. With Howard Stern wanting to go down to 1 day a week. Y'all know I'm usually here pretty much every day. I do 4 shows a week. Well, actually, no. I'm on 4 days a week. But Monday I do 2 shows. Tuesday I do a show. So Monday I do 2 shows. Tuesday I do 1 show. Wednesday I do 1 show. I'm off on Thursdays usually. And then Friday I do 2 shows. So 2, 3, 4. So I do 4 shows a week, right? And that's not including bonus tours, right? That's not including breaking news tours, right? And then, of course, when you add in Ready to Love, for example, on the weekends, if that happens, the Never Ever Mets, right? Of course, Cheap Habits coming up on, I think, July 31st or something like that. I will be reviewing that show, by the way. Absolutely, I will. And then, of course, Hard Hustle Houston, we've been reviewing that on Sundays. So really, I do about 5 shows a week. Sometimes I would do 9 shows in 1 week, right? So the reason why I bring up my schedule and how I'm related to Howard Stern is Howard Stern has worked very hard to build up an archive where he can do that 1 show a week and be fine. But the problem is we live in 2026 where people want fresh content all the time. And people have projects. So unless your schedule, your press tour schedule falls on that 1 day for Howard Stern, you're out of luck. He's not going to come in to do an interview just for you, right? Let's just say that Brainley's virtual tour becomes an actual show, right? Greatest thing in my life, my own hard work is going to keep me getting work. And I want to be on the Howard Stern show because, for one, he's able to do a full hour interview on radio. You usually can't do that on terrestrial radio because radio interviews on terrestrial radio is about 10, 15 minutes. 20 minutes is being generous, right? Or unless you're Dee McGuire, how she said to Lunell, you're going to take up the whole hour and Lunell, so that's what you think. But sincerely, let's just say Brainley's virtual tour wants to be on the Howard Stern show. Well, unless I'm in New York on that day, then that cuts the social capital of what I could get from Howard Stern, right? So I think that's the only thing. What are you going to do for the other days where people need projects? So would that mean that the Howard Stern show could have, correspondence maybe? You know what I mean? Sorry, y'all. But yeah, as I was saying, could the Howard Stern show create a correspondent network where maybe you have a producer? Now, this does happen in radio, right? Now, the radio I grew up with, shout out to KMVT AM 570, shout out to AA.3 KBF in Little Rock, Arkansas, and shout out to Black Squirrel Radio in the town that I'm in, right? I was one with the board. So when you heard me say, what's going on, Dr. B, I had to press a button for the microphone to be on. So that's the way normal radio is done. Now, if you're the Steve Harvey Morning Show, if you're the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, if you're any other morning show, like the Breakfast Club, for example, they have evolved radio where there is an audio producer that they work the board and you just at the mic, right? Now, I believe Big Boy from Big Boy's Neighborhood, he is still an old school DJ where he runs the board. And I give him nothing but respect for that. Nothing but respect for that. But yeah, maybe, if he only wants to do, his show on Monday, right? Then maybe Tuesday through Friday, he has the Howard Stern correspondents. They come in, they do the celebrity interviews and everything else. And of course, you would vet them, right? Now, he has hired fans before, but if you're going to one day a week and you're creating a correspondent squad, you need content creators and journalists that can actually do the job. Now, he did have Howard 100 News and Howard 101 News. He had a news department, right? That would cover anything, everything that Howard Stern show. I don't know if he still has that department or not, but I would say, hey, listen, guys, Monday, me, Robin, Fred, and the gang will be here live, but Tuesday through Friday, Howard 100 and 101 News will be here in studio. They will be doing all the celebrity interviews and everything else and talking to you guys. Or better yet, what you could do is instead of Monday, right? Howard Stern could be live on Fridays, right? Because Friday is the weekend, it's the kickoff, A lot of people come into New York for press tours on Friday, So Monday through Thursday is Howard 100 News and Howard 101 News. And then Friday can be Howard Stern. And like I said, none of this has been, finalized and it's official and it's out by series. But my media brain is always braining. So now, speaking of media, color me surprised when I'm on my Google app and I see a news clip from my hometown of Arkansas. Now, I want you to look at this, okay? Now, this is from the Arkansas Times, all right? Arkansas Times is a huge publication in Arkansas. Now, I want you to see this, okay? As it gets over here. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see it. Oh, yep, I gotta take that down. Okay, that's fine. Stop sharing screen. Stop sharing screen. We've been flying through this show today. It's been good. It's been good. Good content. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Let me get this back up here. All right, here we go, y'all. So Arkansas Times. Cenat Streamer University descends on Arkansas. Cenat is in Conway, Arkansas, y'all. Here we go. Cenat, the largest creator on the massive popular live streaming website Twitch TV, set up shop at Hendrix College in Conway on Wednesday for Streaming University annual live stream to promote up-and-coming creators. You might not know Cenat, but the Zoomers in your life almost certainly do. The 24-year-old boasts more than 20 million followers on Twitch, which is a television network at that point. More than any other creator, he draws hundreds of thousands of viewers to live footage of himself playing video games, hanging out with celebrities like Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg. As I'm writing this, there are more than 690,000 people watching Cenat stream, where he and more than 100 other content creators appear to be at Hendrix College in Conway, Arkansas. Cenat and his production team have disclosed the location, but looking at his live stream, it's clearly the home of the Warriors. Little Rock Hood News. Shout out to Little Rock Hood News, making it to the big leagues of the Arkansas Times. First report, Cenat on the Cenat rumors on Tuesday. Spokesperson for Hendrix College did not return a voicemail to the comment, so we couldn't verify until Cenat went live around 3:30 p.m. Sure enough, Cenat was broadcast from what appeared to be the Murphy House on Hendrix campus. He quickly hopped on a golf cart to show off on the grounds. Cenat told viewers not to attempt to enter campus, adding police would be around to nab any interlopers. Initially told studios to small streamers in attendance, hoping to make it big, not to leak the location of the event. His efforts to obscure the location were especially thorough, though, as Cenat showed the map of the campus and referred to buildings by their actual names to an audience of nearly 700,000 people. They'll be right now getting flights to go to Conway, Arkansas. In addition to the staggering viewing numbers Cenat pulls, he draws massive crowds in real life. In June, auditions for Streaming University at State Farm Arena in Atlanta were shut down over safety concerns after 1,000 people gathered at the same hoping to meet Cenat. Cenat was charged with inciting a riot after a 2023 event in New York City that drew thousands of people to Square. I think he was trying to give away game systems at that time. Charges were dropped in 2024 after he agreed to pay restitution and apologize. The first Streaming University event was held last year at the University of Akron in Ohio, where viewers collectively watched the estimated 23 million hours of footage. Cenat will be live streaming from Conway through July 20th. So 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So 5 days. And I got to tell you, Kai, much love to you, brother. You know, it goes to show we really don't know people that well, because as big as Kai is, right? As big as Kai is, I would think, you know, he would go to, you know, like the University of Miami. You know, he would go to, hang on, y'all. Let me see if I can get back to the outside. There we go. Okay. I would think as big as Cenat is, he will go to the University of Miami. He'll go to New York University. He will go to USC. But the fact that he went to Akron, Ohio, the fact that he went to Conway, Arkansas, he is recognizing that these towns that don't get enough attention also deserve a national stage. So, Kai, you good in my book, brother. You went to my hometown, gave him some love. I appreciate that. Now, let's talk about the Today Show, what happened with the Today Show. Because this is going to lead to our final destination of the day about the March on Washington. So Today Show intruder arrested and allegedly hurled slur at Craig Melvin. This is an exclusive here. So at 11:05 a.m. Pacific time, so that would be 9 a.m. They said 9:19 around that time. NBC News Today tells TMZ there was a security incident this morning at the Today Show studio, and an individual entered an unauthorized area during a vestibule near Studio 1A. The person approached anchor Craig Melvin, who alerted security. The individual was detained, taken into custody by law enforcement without further incident. There was no altercation, no one injured. They continue. Today is fully cooperating with law enforcement as they continue to investigate the matter. NBC and Today take the safety and security of our employees, staff, talent, and guests extremely seriously. We are reviewing protocols. We're reviewing the incident and our security protocols and remain committed to provide a safe and secure environment for everyone who works and visits our studios. A terrifying security breach rocked the Today Show. Thursday, March stranger breached security and stormed inside the building from the plaza before allegedly lunging at NBC host Craig Melvin. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the man was asking for Al Roker after somehow slipping past security. We're told that he couldn't find Roker and turned his attention to confront Craig in restricted area after allegedly lunged at him while yelling the N-word at him with the GR at the end. So here's the thing, right? At the Today Show, I showed y'all the behind the scenes of the Today Show, right? There's like a hallway, right, where it has like the Today Show door on it. Me, you, and other people cannot go through that door unless you are an anchor or you are part of the crew, right? So there's Al Roker. There's Craig Melvin. We're told the incident happened around 9 a.m. and that staff and security rushed in. The intruder was ultimately detained and arrested. The man, who we're told is white and was unarmed, had entered the stairwell and made his way backstage. We're told near the dressing room, though where it's exactly unclear. A photo was taken inside the studio show, surrounded by several other people in the aftermath of the frightening encounter. The incident was not captured during the broadcast, and nobody was hurt. Roughly 15 minutes after all went down, both Craig and Al were on the air, and neither hinted at the drama. So, of course, NYPD was out in full force. Afterward, our TMZ cameras caught a heavy police presence on the scene outside the building. We're told the incident has staff demanding answers about how unauthorized stranger managed to trail one of the show's biggest stars off the publicly accessible plaza and get deep inside the building undetected. So here is Craig and Al Roker.
A lot of people have a skincare routine, but did you know that your skin could actually be sounding the alarm about issues happening inside your body? Here to give us all the skin secrets is board-certified dermatologist and physician.
We'll get to him in a minute. And then the update right here, as you can see, 3:19 p.m., this man who allegedly stormed NBC's Today offices, lunged at Craig Melvin, called him the N-word, is now facing a slew of hate crime charges, TMZ has learned. So after that, Craig Melvin addressed the Today Show intruder, or addresses about the incident about the Today Show intruder. So here we go. Here, we'll watch that clip here in just a little bit. Craig Melvin live on air. Hang on, let me pause it here. Craig Melvin live on air has addressed the shocking Today Show incident that saw a man bypass security and lunge at the NBC host while spewing a racial slur. Craig briefly caught up the scary situation during Friday's broadcast, saying the man was thankfully apprehended quickly, and his colleagues are fully cooperating with the New York City Police Department as the investigation continues. He added, "We are just happy that everyone is safe." TMZ broke the news about the intruder yesterday. Law enforcement sources told us the crazed individual originally planned to confront Al Roker, but turned his attention to Craig once Al was nowhere to be found. The man, identified as Andrew Truelove, which, by the way, Andrew was not true in the love that he was giving. What y'all? It was right there. Y'all. It was right there. What was I supposed to do? Has since been arrested. Is now facing a bunch of hate crime charges, such as hate crime burglary, hate crime menacing, hate crime criminal trespass, and harassment charges. So I'm sure he will be banned from 30 Rock for the rest of his life. We also learned that he has a lengthy rap sheet, including a federal criminal mischief case involving damage to multiple vehicles. The security who let Truelove slip through the cracks has been fired, according to sources with direct knowledge. So let's see Craig Melvin talk about this situation here. Here we go.
I want to take just a quick moment to address an incident that happened yesterday. You may have heard that unfortunately an intruder made his way into an unauthorized area here in Studio 1A. Thankfully, he was apprehended quickly. He was placed under arrest. We are cooperating fully with the NYPD as they investigate the matter, and we are just very happy that everyone is safe.
Absolutely. Yes, of course. We want to make sure that you're safe.
safe and sound.
Safe and sound at all times.
And that is how you continue on with the day. You gotta recognize, y'all, like, as much as we talk about people, we gotta recognize the weight of what we're saying too. Now, I know that some of y'all be like, Brand, I know your ass ain't talking as much as you say out your mouth. Yes, that includes me too. But here's the thing with me, though. I always talk with facts, okay? I don't just say things just to have a platform, okay? Once again, I ain't the one getting notices from YouTube that I don't know how to create original content, okay? I ain't getting those notices, all right? And listen, I know I've been saying that for a while, but I'm going to show you here in a little bit that that's actually a thing that's actually happening to the creator economy on YouTube, okay? So just roll with me here, okay? Here we go. Okay, let's see here. All right, here we go. Today's show, hate crime suspect. Come on now, damn it. There we go. Today's show, hate crime suspect who allegedly targeted Craig Melvin was a homeless ex-con with a long criminal history. This is an exclusive from the New York Post. The man accused of barging into today's NBC Today Show studios and allegedly hurling a racist slur at co-anchor Craig Melvin Thursday has spent years cycling through the criminal justice system, including prison time, homelessness in California, and multiple recent arrests in New York. Andrew Truelove, 41, allegedly slipped into a restricted vestibule, which let's find out what that is, because we don't mind learning things around here. Okay, so right here, in physical security, a security vestibule, also called a entrap, is a restricted double-door entry used to prevent unauthorized access, tailgating, or theft. So I believe it's that Today Show door that was in the behind-the-scenes video. I believe that was the vestibule that they were talking about there. Near Studio 1A at 30 Rockefeller Plaza around 9 a.m. in the Manatee, longtime weatherman Al Roker, law enforcement sources said. Instead, he encountered Melvin and allegedly called him the N-word, and there he is right there. That's the guy. I mean, good. Damn. I would see why he would be upset. I mean, Craig Melvin and Al Roker are both handsome, smooth, and articulate men, and he's just that. Now, of course, his mother didn't swallow him, so, he just is a parasite to society, but that's neither here nor there. And there is Craig with his face looking at me like, now, Braylon, you didn't have to say all that. I'm like, well, Craig, you're a black man on national television, so you can't go there. So that's why I'm here. So there he is there, I believe. Melvin alerted security and an NYPD officer working a paid detail. Paid detail pretty much means you have a deal with NBC, or you have a deal with a company, so you pay for security detail for the building and everything else. Wendy Williams had that when she was at I believe it was Chelsea Studios, I believe, in New York. Inside the building, detained Truelove. According to police, he was taken to the Midtown North Precinct and charged with burglary, menacing, and criminal trespass, and hate crimes, as well as harassment. Police said. Law enforcement sources said Truelove had been arrested several times in New York City within the past year. Melvin alerted security. I already read all that. And then there's a close-up of him. Good God. Why does he look like Boogie 2988's brother? I'm just saying. His criminal history stretches back years. In 2023, Truelove was homeless in California after arriving from his native Virginia just 2 days after completing supervised probation, according to the New York Times. Before that, he had served prison time for what was described as a string of felony offenses. So there he is there. There's Al Roker. After landing at LAX, he landed at LAX, John. True Love drifted across California before exhausting most of his money and winding up living on the streets of Southern California. At the time, he said he suffered PTSD and related mood disorder, had no friends or family in the state. He spent much of his time sleeping outdoors and lingering outside 7-Eleven after his plans to launch a social media platform fell apart. What just happened to hard work and having integrity? My God, today. So, with that being said, I needed to showcase that to you because it brings us here to our last destination of the day here from blackenterprise.com, everybody. Yes, indeed, here. Man, I just, like, bruh, like, just... Now, of course, you know, if you were trying to say, hey, Craig, or, you know, hey, Al, you know, how it works is during the 8 o'clock hour, they'll come up to the plaza and interact with the, you know, the Today Show Plaza family, all that stuff. There's a guy named Lenny that's been there for years. And same thing with, you know, the Morning America when they were in Times Square. They would have the second floor studio, and you could get free tickets to be in that studio. Or if you were down Times Square, they actually come out and interact with the audience, but you cannot go into the building, right? But yes, indeed. Well, you can't go into the building for Times Square Studios unless you have a ticket. But usually, like I said, the anchors of GMA will come out and you know, talk to the audience, right? But here we go. Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. March on Washington 2026. Defend the vote planned for August 20th. Reverend Al Sharpton, Martin Luther King Jr. III, other civil rights leaders and labor groups plan to protest what they describe as an attack on the black vote. More than 6 decades after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream for Blackconic, I Have a Dream speech at the Lincoln Memorial, civil rights leaders are once again preparing to gather in Washington, D.C. As you can see, that March on Washington had a lot more people than at the broken, tired, and dilapidated state fair that happened. And the UFC fight was mostly military, so it really wasn't a real audience except for the broken, dilapidated, and decrepit, you know, free watch party that happened outside the White House. But that's neither here nor there. At the Lincoln Memorial, civil rights leaders are once again preparing to gather in Washington, D.C. to advocate for voting rights. Led by Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights groups announced the March on Washington 2026 Defend the Vote, which will take place on August 28th to mark the 63rd anniversary of the historic 1963 March. Al Sharpton's National Action Network is organizing the effort in partnership with Martin Luther King Jr. III, Andrea Walters King, and the Drum Major Institute, and a coalition of civil rights, labor, faith, and community organizations, reports Reuters. Now, that broken, dilapidated, and decrepit, rejected family member of the King family who supports 47 all the time, she will not be there. They will kick her ass out disrespectfully. Rebe Jackson is more respected than that family member that the King family does not embrace at all, child. Okay, all right. Shout out to Rebe Jackson. It's Rebe. Anyway, it's all love, y'all. It's all love. The announcement comes months after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that narrow key protections under Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, a decision organized state threatens black political representation and weakens long-standing safeguards against racial discrimination in voting. Defending the vote means defending the foundation of our democracy. Martin Luther King Jr. III said in a statement, according to NBC News, 63 years after my father stood at the Lincoln Memorial, we are called to march again, not only in remembrance, but in action. Sharpton described the Supreme Court's decision as a bullet in the heart of the voting rights movement, emphasizing what organizers view as an urgent need for renewed civic engagement and federal action. The coalition includes prominent organizations such as the NAACP, National Urban League, National Council of Negro League Women, League of United Land American Citizens, ULULAC, the American Federation of Teachers, the American Federation of Government Employees, and the Working Families Party. I'm surprised Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund and scholarly, even those under Sally Mae, and UNICEF are now part of this. Members of Congress, including the Congressional Black Caucus Chair, Representative Yvette Clarke, Democrat of New York, are also expected to participate. Organizers say the march is intended to honor the legacy of the original March on Washington while drawing attention to the ongoing debates over voting access and representation ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. The 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom drew approximately 250,000 people and helped galvanize support for the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Organizers of this year's march say they hope the gathering will similarly inspire public engagement and protecting voting access and democratic participation. Well, I will say this, right? I'm worried. I'm worried because y'all know who the president is, right? Y'all know who his administration is. Y'all know who his supporters is, right? Now, on one hand, it would be great to see a march on Washington in this time period and to cover it live and everything else, right? But number two, how cool would it be to do a march on Washington that whoops ass on 47's inauguration and that state fair and the UFC fight, right? So that would be great to see. But also, too, we are living in a time period right now where just your existence, right? Just your existence alone is a crime. So I do not want any ammunition to be given to 47's administration and his supporters to go after this march, because they will do it just like January 6th. And just like that white woman who got deleted with a car being ran over by her, and we have not forgot about ICE also deleting people in the middle of the day unnecessarily, and then Sandra Bland and George Floyd and many others who should still be here. Amen, 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 amen. Woo, y'all, that is our show. Okay, good Lord Jesus. We covered a lot in 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 21 seconds, child. Good Lord Jesus. There's always something going on. It really is. Like, it kind of boggles my mind when people say, man, you know what I mean? Is there anything else really going on in the world? I'm like, yes. You actually do your research, yes. Yes. Now, I do want to bring up something here, because I've been saying for a while, I'm not a person that has, begin notices from YouTube that I don't know how to create original content, right? I've been saying that for a while. And I want to show you something from Tube Filter. Okay. Let's show you something. These are facts. We don't make it up to have a platform, okay? All right, going on. Give it a moment, y'all. StreamYard went out on me. I'll be right back. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Stream y'all went out. Right? I got to say before. I just got to refresh my thing. Let me see here. Should be able to do it live, I believe. Oh, no, that is the background there. My bad. I meant my virtual background. But you see how I'm able to go to Disney, go to the fountains. Give it a moment, it'll show up. And then, of course, y'all remember, for you old school heads of the channel, it's still right here. Still right here. It's still right here on the highways and the byways and the possibilities of what can be. So, but anyway, as I was saying, so y'all know I've been saying for a while that, you know, I'm not the one getting notices from YouTube that I don't know how to create original content, right? Well, let me just show you from Tube Filter here, okay? Let me show y'all from Tube Filter here. And I don't mind, y'all. This will be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, YouTube clarifies that creators cannot monetize generic or repetitive content. Generic or repetitive content. Generic or repetitive content that is unsatisfying or off-putting, or content with fake AI experts. Now, when I say all y'all know how to talk about is Carissa Shields, Remy Ma, Krishan Rock, that does not mean everybody does it. Okay? All right? I was just at Caramel Rail's place yesterday. Shout out to Caramel Rail. She talked about Carissa Shields, but she also talked about a multitude of other things. Drop the T, she talks about Krishan Rock and Carissa Shields and Remy Ma, but she also talks about a multitude of other things. Some of y'all, that's all y'all know how to do now. It is sad, disgusting, and downtrodden behavior. My God. Then some of y'all are doing dumb lies of where's the autopsy, where it's like, where everybody else knows that Colin Kaepernick paid for a second autopsy because the family and Benjamin Crump don't trust that Mississippi will do the right thing. If you stay informed about other shit, you will know what's going on. I mean, good damn, it's going back to Glam Rock's subscriber feud and Dusty E. Stale being upset that I would ask other questions about stuff going on besides Love and Marriage Huntsville. Some of y'all don't want to be informed about nothing else. Moving on. YouTube is renaming one of its content policies and clarifying the 3 kinds of videos that will get creators' channels demonetized. More than 20 million videos are uploaded to YouTube every single day from millions of people around the world, and one of the platform's biggest tasks is making sure that all user-generated content, that's what UGC stands for, y'all, meets content guidelines and thus keeps advertisers happy and willing to spend their marketing budgets with Google. Managing this much content means YouTube is constantly refreshing its rules to cover more use cases. One of the biggest examples is of this refreshing is video games rather. If someone said to you, I'm not allowed to upload graphic violence to YouTube, you might think, well, yeah, no duh, right? But does Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay count as graphic violence? YouTube, which has thrived off of gaming content for years to the point where they have YouTube Gaming, had finally had to reckon with video games as a use case in 2019 and update its community guidelines to separate out real violence from video game violence. Even to this day, though, it's still making tweaks around what kind of video game content can be monetized. Now, on top of an ever-growing library of content, ever-growing community of creators, YouTube is contending with generative LLM technology being injected into every crevice of our digital experience, including by YouTube itself. Generative AI has contributed significantly to our current era of slop content, and so social platforms are plagued by repetitive, minimal effort videos. This is not me saying this, okay? This is not me saying this. Social platforms are plagued by repetitive, minimal effort videos. Plagued by repetitive, minimal effort videos that are formulated to keep people watching. Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by scrolling TikTok or Shorts or Reels and coming across a clip from a movie with an AI voiceover saying something like, the boy was on the verge of dying. He laid on the road and wished for his mother's face. To address some of those issues, YouTube has reworked the guidance under their inauthentic content policy. breaking out 3 specific categories of video that will get creators' channels demonetized. To be clear, this is not a new policy. The update is a communications fix. Clearer, more actionable language so creators know why a channel gets flagged. Rules themselves haven't changed, and creators are not facing demonetization for new reasons. The 3 categories of videos that are not allowed to be monetized under this policy are generic and repetitive content, unsatisfying or off-putting content, and AI personas related to sensitive topics. I just want to zoom in here for anybody who may be sensitive to factual information. I just want you to see that I'm not making this up. These are actual facts here, okay? Generic or repetitive content, unsatisfying or off-putting content, and AI personas related to sensitive topics. Generic or repetitive content, unsatisfying or off-putting content, and AI personas related to sensitive topics. Generic or repetitive content, unsatisfying or off-putting content, and AI personas related to sensitive topics. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Well, Brian, you repeat content all the time. No, I don't, actually. Have you seen our YouTube channel? Now, sure, you could say that, I do talk about certain people from time to time. If they are a trending topic, yeah, you'll see that face on the channel, but it will also be some new content to it or some updated content. So that's not repetitive. The format is the foundation of the show, right? So formats are repetitive in nature based on the intro, the meat of the show, the content, and then the outro, right? Unsatisfying or off-putting content. Now, we have talked about some off-putting things on this channel, but unsatisfying, never, darling. Never, ever, 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 ever. And AI personas related to sensitive topics. Never done that. If anything, I am always bringing you sensitive topics from the people that can handle that sensitivity. So I know that my confidence is offending your insecurities. In the words of our coach, Deion Sanders, okay? Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity. Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity. Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity. Listen, if you recognize that you can do more, maybe you won't fall into one of these 3, okay? Just saying. Or you can keep doing what you want to do and just not have any money. So, anyway, moving on. Generic or repetitive content is content that looks like it's made with a template or may feel repetitive to viewers after watching several videos in a row from the same channel. Now, a template is very important when you are making content, right? There's a template for the show. We cover media, culture, entertainment, commerce, and theme parks from a Black perspective. That is the template. But the blessing of that template is we plug in and play with a multitude of topics, a multitude of stories, a multitude of destinations, a multitude of here, there, and everywhere, all around the world, and Okay, all right. Well, that may feel repetitive to viewers after watching several videos in a row from the same channel. YouTube explains examples of volatile content include content with low educational value, little commentary, and minimal variation across numerous videos on the same channel. Yes. Videos where the characters are put in the same situation over and over again with the same outcome, image slideshows, templated storylines, and AI-generated content made with generic or unoriginal templates, giving the impression of mass production without adding the creator's original, authentic insights or perspective. What do I always say to y'all when it comes to BFP Imagineering? AI is a resource, not the source. AI is a resource, not the source. AI is a resource, not the source. Okay? All right? So we utilize AI to be able to have expanded conversation about theme parks, because myself, Florence, and Phil, we don't have the money to go out there to Florida, go out there to California, and build all this. So we utilize AI to showcase the possibilities of what can be, and then break down the minutia of the web of what it takes to not only create that, but Is there a possibility of that coming to reality? That's the original, authentic insights and perspective. Moving on. YouTube says creators can stay within good monetization graces if they make sure to put their own transformative spin on content. This guy does it all the time, so I never worry about this. As for unsatisfying or off-putting content, this is a brand new category, though. Again, this content was already not allowed to be monetized. YouTube describes this content as content that relies heavily on emotionally manipulative formulas. So like posting what you want to post, but then dick popping or pussy popping saying, I didn't want to cover this, right? Is that relying heavily on emotionally manipulative formulas? Maybe, maybe not. Mimicking existing formats or stories to a degree that the videos feel interchangeable or appears to designed to shock or surprise viewers for the sole purpose of getting views. Okay, then. Examples ran by YouTube include content that repeatedly uses disturbing themes such as violence or loss without building or a cohesive narrative. Channels that heavily rely on generic templates or emotionally manipulated themes like a series of repetitive scenarios of animals and exaggerated distress or peril. Would that mean Poetic Flacco? Because he has like the same thumbnail all the time of like people crying all the time. But I'm just asking questions. No shade, no hate, no dragarization. Content that lacks a clear narrative arc or logical progression, such as videos that stitch together unrelated or inconsistent AI clips to surprise or shock viewers. Content that use deceptive or misleading imagery or narratives, such as realistic visuals, tricking viewers to believing a fake celebrity death or natural disaster has occurred. So clickbaiting. So clickbaiting now has a heavy weight in terms of consequences. Consequences! Shout to Key and Bill. The third and last category pinpoints AI. YouTube is obviously cool with creators putting AI people in their videos, especially if those creators are using Google's own tools to do it. And AI and YouTube are coming together rather more and more. But says issues arise when creators are using AI to speak on sensitive topics that can have real world consequences. This includes any content that presents itself as a human expert, providing advice to viewers on topics such as health, legal issues, finances, or politics. YouTube explains. To protect viewers who may be confused or otherwise negatively impacted by this content, channels uploading this content will not be allowed to monetize. As you probably expect, grounds for demonetization are things like videos where an AI doctor is supposed to talks up supposed wellness remedies, an AI podcast host giving out financial tips, or an AI lawyer giving legal advice. While there are no material changes here in what YouTube allows, this updated policy should give creators a clearer idea of what they are allowed to monetize and give viewers an idea of what sort of content they should be reporting. So, just in case you want to actually be something in life, it's important to know what's going on. So, that's why we do what we do over here. Okay, all right, just moving on. Some of y'all are allergic to facts, but moving on. Finally, everybody, this story right here, we don't hear too many, stories like this, right? We don't really hear too many stories like this, so definitely want to showcase this to y'all. Now I'll turn off my camera here and we'll chill out here for a little bit, and then we'll come back and wrap up the show, everybody. Man, what tour this morning, this afternoon. Okay, here we go. From the New York Post, everybody, teen girls beat up knife-wielding, orn-obsessed creep who tried to drag them into the Connecticut woods and rape them. Shout out to this, because we do not hear stories like this. Usually these PDF files, like PDF academics, by the way, who talk greasy to a 15-year-old Discord call, has a SA lawsuit that's back active again. We usually don't hear good news like this. So teen girls beat up knife-wielding, orn-obsessed creep who tried to drag them into Connecticut woods and rape them. Shout out to the New York Post for posting this story here. Two brave girls turned the tables on a predator who allegedly tried to drag them into the woods and rape them in a Connecticut State Park, beating him with rocks and leaving the creek battered and bandaged in his mugshot. Darius Moreno, 23, allegedly threatened the two girls with a knife and attempted to sexually assault them on Monday in Kelltown State Park in Southbury, according to the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Conservation Police. And there's the piece of shit bastard. I hope that the men go to town on you, piece of shit bastard. And I pray that those girls aren't getting charged at all. Self-defense. Let them off, let them go, let them be free. Moreno allegedly approached the girls with a knife and told them he was going to blank them and rob them. Warbury State Attorney Maureen Platt told the courtroom on Moreno's arraignment on Tuesday. The CT Post report. The Orno obsessed sicko then tried to drag the teens into the woods, then by their hair, and threw one of them down to the ground before trying to suffocate her by pressing her head into the dirt, prosecutors alleged. Moreno then tried to place the other girl in a chokehold, Platt described. It's a horrific scene. The girls were terrified, Platt said. The arrangement, according to the outlet, despite their fear, the girls fought back. One of the teens managed to wiggle free and bravely hurled a huge rock at the pervert's head, but Marina would not let go of her friend. That girl then started to pelt the PDF file with rocks, eventually allowing both of them to escape and run to safety, Platt said. Moreno, who was from out of state and was living in his car, allegedly told arresting officers that he was sorry and meant to like an aggressive Oren, and disturbingly said that the assault was a sexual fantasy for him, prosecutors revealed. His mugshot captured him wearing glasses and making a smug expression with a large bandage around his head, presumably hit by rocks. This right here, that should have been all blood, disrespectful. He was cuffed on a slew of charges, including robbery, interfering with an emergency call, assault, strangulation, unlawful restraint, disorderly conduct, carrying a dangerous weapon, and criminal attempt at SA. Cops said Moreno was ordered held behind bars on $250,000 bond, and nobody better pay it either. Better not pay it. Child, I'm gonna turn my camera now because we done the whole show for over 2 hours. Yes, we have. What a show, 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 what a show. We're going to take a little bit of a commercial break, and then we'll be back to wrap things up. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back right after this rolling. By the way, everybody, the Canadian wildfire smoke is spreading unhealthy air across the northern United States. If you do not need to be outside, do not be outside. Okay, all right, because I just got a AQI forecast. Check the unhealthy air quality in your area right now. And y'all, that can actually damage you. So right now, AQI, air quality index for where I live, is 270. Everyone may experience some adverse effects. Remain from outdoor activity. Air purifier recommended. Outdoor activity not recommended. Okay, so just be aware, y'all. Okay, all right. We'll be back right after this. Roll it once again, everybody. Here we go.
Untold under moonlit skies. Brave only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brave only's got the soul to show you. Behind the scenes where the magic sits, it's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune always so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, starlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician, general, author, ruler, man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I love you so much. I had to tell you thrice. Welcome back in to Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. What a epic tour we have had this morning. Talking about Verizon. I'm getting rid of all of those stores and over 3,000 23,000 employees. My God, I said light, love, and prayers to each and every single employee, and also to hopefully those stores that are sold, hopefully the comeback of Alltel and Singular Wireless can come back as well. So praying for that. I know what y'all are saying. Well, why about Sprint and Nexstar? Well, Sprint has had a life as a cell phone company, as an airline. So I think, third time, it might be pushing it. And Nextel, I'm surprised that they didn't really. I think Nextel is still around. I don't know, but they should have really locked in as a walkie-talkie company and just sold business work phones that as their company model. But hey, listen, Alvin the Chipmunks potentially making a comeback. Very excited about that. And if the movie is going to be as funny as those were, I cannot wait to see it. The Boseman family making it do what it do with Boseman Family LLC. I think that is a beautiful thing, and hopefully we'll see movies and TV shows and a lot more coming out soon. I'm sure that they will collaborate with Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett's production company as well. D23, the largest convention floor ever. We'll see what the fans have to say if they feel that this really is making it do what it do, if the fans are embracing what Disney has to say, or if the fans feel that this is more of an advertisement than a cultural experience, right? Then, of course, the Emmy Awards. Like I said, I'm rooting for Beyond the Gates to take all 15 damn Emmys. Praying for Sherry Shepherd to win her show. Getting an Emmy. I pray that Access Hollywood wins it, just like for the Primetime Emmy Awards. I pray that Stephen Colbert wins his Primetime Award for a late night talk show. So that way, David Ellison and Barry Weiss and all of them at Paramount Skydance could just wake up in the morning on Tuesday and be like, oh, the dumbasses we are. We had them. We had the number one show. And now we don't have it no more. But then again, CBS can say, well, listen, Brad, you read our daytime nominations. We're still successful. Child, success is in the eye of the beholder. And by the way, that press conference last night that the president had, apparently even CBS cut away from it. CBS is tired of their association with the president as well, because y'all know CBS is Micah TV, and so is CBS News. That is Micah News. Like I said. Then, of course, Howard Stern going down to 1 day a week. I don't believe SiriusXM should be paying $500 million for a person working 1 day a week, unless, like I said, you do that Howard 100 News team doing the work, Monday through Thursday, and Howard works on Friday, or Howard works Monday and then Tuesday through Friday is the Howard 100 and Howard 100 News team making it do what it do there. Cenat in Conway, Arkansas at Hendrix College, making it do what it do. Shout out to you going down to my home state and giving them some love and promotion, everything in between. Thank you, Cenat, for that. I wish we could have had Playtime Pizza for them. I wish we could have had Wild River Country, but y'all don't know how to pay y'all taxes. Then you have a governor who the daughter said, one day, Mama, you can be praised. That's our state. Make it blue, damn it, Arkansas. Do your job. Hell, I still love y'all. And then, of course, Craig Melvin, Al Roker, and the NBC Today Show family sending light, love, and prayers to everybody involved, including the staff and crew. I'm glad that piece of shit bastard is in jail. And then the March on Washington. Martin Luther King Jr. did say, I'm tired of marching. Y'all have seen the clip many times. I believe that this march is very important, but also, too, let's have our head on a swivel, and let's make sure that we are flexible to defend the March on Washington, just in case it goes there, because you never know, child. And I also, too, like I said, congratulations on YouTube standing up for one, quality over quantity. Shout out to that. And also, to shout out to those two young ladies for being that piece of shit bastard as well. And hopefully they will not put him, hopefully nobody will pay that $250,000 bond. Whoever pays that $250,000 bond, you also deserve to get your ass whooped. So with that being said, that is it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel love. It's in the right back to you. I'll be back here tonight a little bit later on at 6 p.m. for some type of show. I will let the day evolve. Like I said, Canadian wildfires are happening. I do believe I saw a clip of California. They had a wildfire. I'm like, California does not need any more wildfires. After all of that, they are restructuring, rebuilding, and reconfiguring stuff because the Olympics will be here in 2028. Which, by the way, can we just give the president the torch and just turn on the highest heat for him? Just please, let's just do that and just make it do what it do, okay? And NBC, just cut the TV black when that gets to the highest height, okay? All right. One love, much love, all love. I feel love is in it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying.